You know we're live.
This fucking guy. What the fuck?
Wasn't that one much more peaceful today than the usual one? Anyway, guys, we're back. We're here another week. This is Podyslam, the podcast from Bodyslam that really just fucking goes wherever it goes. I'm here again, as always, Cassidy Haynes, owner of Bodyslam.net, and Cory Hayes is with us, as always, this week. And we got two guests. We got, well, maybe it's organized right. We got me and Cory, as always, and then we got two guests this week. We got Anissa. And over there, we got Nick Hart, who has his mic muted for some fucking reason.
I live right by a train, so I'm like always ready to be like quiet because it's gonna come by at some point. So if I'm not talking, I'm muted.
All right. I was just wondering maybe something cool was going on in the background that you didn't want us to hear.
Can I just say a 30-second countdown is like insane. Like that's so much time to just sit here and listen to like the loudest music I've ever heard in my life.
Well, you know what? The other video is 47 seconds. Yeah, so buddy,
that's so long. That's like 2 YouTube
advertisements. You'd rather sit here for 47?
You can suck my ass, buddy.
We need 10 seconds. Like astronauts and NASA's made that famous.
You know what? Hold up. I got an idea. You guys ready for it? We're just going to do that for now, and we're going to change it up. Look who's going.
Oh, kick him off.
I kicked him off. We're going to freestyle. 3 ways. Look at that. He's in timeout. Nah, that's all right. I'll bring him back. He'll cry.
Okay. Wow.
He's commenting.
How dare you? Listen, I was about to say, Joseph Morris wants to know if we accept super chats. See,
yes, we definitely accept super chats.
This is why you guys need me. You need like an assistant to read through these comments.
Oh yeah, do that.
Absolutely.
Also, I didn't realize when I typed that I thought it would be me, not Bodyslam. So I said "wow" on all of our platforms.
I saw that
when I got kicked. I thought it was gonna be me.
You type from everything.
How was I supposed to know?
Every single live stream that we're on right now, you just commented on.
You just posted to Facebook. Wow, no context.
Let's see.
That's amazing.
Anyway, so this is fun. What day is this? Is this Thursday?
This is Thursday. This is why I'm here. This is the first Thursday I've had off in forever. So I was talking to Cory last night, and he was like, "Yeah, we're doing the podcast tomorrow." I was like, "Can I join, please, for the love of God, for the first time ever? Because I'm never available Thursdays."
I'm checking out your like background there.
I'm literally pushed it. I'm literally pushed into the corner of my like wall because I still have. We did a party for my birthday 2 weeks ago, and I have like all these printout pictures, and my house is a disaster right now.
All right, guys, we got our first super chat.
Joseph,
let's go.
Joseph Morris.
I'll take
Thank
that.
you.
All right, Joseph Morris.
Cory, he's got one for you.
I'll take that one. Joseph, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but don't think so. I don't think so because it's up to 6 months. Her surgery is not scheduled yet, so I don't think that she can return in time for Survivor Series in San Diego. Would it be cool to see her in Survivor Series? Absolutely, but I don't think right now that would be smart, especially when she's had shoulder problems before. I don't think coming back at Survivor Series in 5 months would be smart.
That'd be a real
but hey,
time.
Liv Morgan's going to be rehabbing multiple times a day. I know she's going to want to get back as quick as possible. So who knows? But if you're asking about as of right now, no.
It depends on when the surgery's scheduled and when it actually happens, and then just how well her rehab goes too. But looking at the timeline, it's probably not a possibility. That would be super rushed.
I have a question regarding the injury because originally it was and you could see like she dislocated her shoulder or whatever. So was it originally that they thought it just like was just a normal like shoulder dislocation or whatever, or did it rip when it dislocated?
What they initially thought, WrestleVotes talked about it today on their show. What they initially thought was it was just something they could pop back into place. They thought it was just dislocated. They could pop it back into place. She could be out a few months. But when she underwent testing, she underwent X-rays and MRI. they saw that she had tears in her shoulder. So she's undergoing surgery for it. Like I said, the surgery has not been scheduled for her yet because it is still fresh from Monday. But yes, that's what they thought. They were optimistic that it was just a regular dislocation and she'd be out the timeline of 12 weeks. But the MRI revealed that there was more damage than initially anticipated, and it's supposed to be a 6-month recovery window now. And the key is up to 6 months though, because she could be in Liv Morgan, she could come back before it, but 6 months is where they're putting the target at. So that would put you closer to Christmas.
From surgery.
Yeah.
That's
so
okay.
whenever her surgery is, I think Royal Rumble would be smart if they wanted to get the big pop, even though the Rumble is going to be overseas. She'll still get a major pop for coming back after everything. If I was WWE, I would try to bring her back into the fold somehow on television during this time period, because she's a major draw. As you can see, she was in 3 separate storylines on Monday Night Raw, and now everything is going to shit because she is no longer there. So now they're having to go back from scratch to figure out what they're doing for Evolution now, because she was going to have, initially it was going to be a singles match with Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella. WWE started having discussions with Brie Bella. It looked like the Bella twins were going to get involved and have a tag team match. Then now, because of the injury, don't know what's happening there. The tag team championships are in limbo right now. Don't know what's happening with those because everything literally is changing. She was going to have a championship match with Io Sky. That was supposed to be happening in the next few weeks. She was going to have a championship match against Io Sky, because Io told her you need to earn it. So she was going to earn her way back to the championship. She wasn't going to win the championship, but she was going to earn her way back to the championship title scene, which a lot of people have wanted. They've wanted Liv Morgan back in the title scene as a main eventer. Even not being in the title scene, she's a main eventer. And then, of course, you have the Judgment Day stuff now, with Roxanne Perez being involved with Finn Balor and that stuff going on there. Now the direction of that is, where do they go now without Liv Morgan on television? Who knows the exact direction that they are going to go due to the fact that she's not going to be on TV for this amount of time now. So it's going to be interesting to see what Paul Levesque and the creative team come up with for the creative plans that were initially penciled in for Liv Morgan. Just like they did with CM Punk, I think that they're going to do a good job with it. But it sucks. The timing sucks for her because it was going to be the summer of Morgan again. So the timing really, really sucks for her. Freak accident. Nobody to blame for it. All the stuff that I'm seeing on social media, blaming people. It's a combat sport. It's professional wrestling. There's no need to blame people. It happens. Accidents happen, and unfortunately, she's going to be out now for quite a while.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody when it happened, like, they're like, oh, it's just dislocated. I was like, you never know until you get in there, because I've dislocated my shoulder so many times. I have shoulder problems. I've torn everything in my shoulder. Didn't know it.
Yeah, I think people get so used to
never
those
really
stories.
know.
Yeah, people get so used to those stories of like people popping their shoulder back into place, like you forget that there's other stuff like connected to it. So plus like the angle she fell, like you could tell that it was like different than just like an awkward
the way she put her hands
Yeah.
out, you could tell it was bad.
Yeah, just the angle of it was like, ooh, it looked rough.
Yeah, when they somebody put together a slow motion video of it, and you could see,
Oh, it was bad.
You could see it was very, very bad. And
I watched it
like
twice
I
and said never again.
It sucks. The timing really, really sucks for her because she was set for a major, major push in the summer with these stories, and now it sucks to see because I said it a little bit ago on Twitter in response to a post. She's not only one of the top women talents, but WWE views her as one of their actual, between the men and the women, a top talent in the company. Very marketable. So it just sucks. It sucks not only for her, it sucks for the company, but she'll come out of it stronger than ever and come back just like she was.
Yeah. My thing is every time we see 2 women win the tag titles, it's the same story when someone
Injuries.
The same type of story. And it's like when they're in their top moments, like whoever's
Mm-hmm.
tag title. It's when they're in their top
Mm-hmm.
stars. They're out there, they're doing their thing, and then boom, here we go again. Like, look what happened when what Bianca was tag team title. She lost, So it's just
Bianca, Jade,
yeah,
it's like the
every single
titles. The
person.
titles are they're cursed at this point, and I've
I
seen a
I
lot of
mean,
people say they don't want them. They don't want them anymore. They want them to get rid of
yeah,
them. But at the same time, it's like, do you? They're now putting together Natalia with Maxine Dupree on Raw, so they're trying to put the tag team division together again. But now, how do you do that with all this stuff going on? Because you also have BFAB and
right.
Michin on SmackDown. You've got these NXT tag teams now that they're building too. So it's like, what are they going to do with the tag team
And
titles
then
when it's all said and done?
now I feel like we're gonna see. Okay, well, Roxanne's gonna replace Liv for the tag titles as a temporary. Same.
More than likely, I think that's what they're going to do. I think Finn Balor is going to end up stepping in storyline wise and saying that now that Liv is out, she suffered an injury. Roxanne can step right into her place, which a lot of people have said.
Freebird rule, man. Come on.
But she's not technically in the Judgment Day, so we can't really say the Freebird rule. She's just an outsider trying to get in with them. So
I have
Hey,
a
can't really
she
question.
say
could
it's
be
a
part.
Freebird
She could be
rule.
part of the Bullet Club, and we just don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. A question about that, because when they re-debuted her on the roster with Julia, they were like that tag team, and then like the beginning of Raw started with them talking about how they were going to be a force to reckon with or whatever, and then by the end they had broken up, and now they're just kind of like putting her back into potentially like into a tag team again. So do you have any insight on like what the deal was with that? Because I've never seen it like the beginning of an episode to the end of an episode with no story reason as to why.
With her and Julia, they were supposed to get a little bit of a run as a tag team on Monday Night Raw to get exposure for the women like that. They were supposed to get more exposure on the main roster that way. That's why they brought them up together. They brought them up together so they could get that kind of exposure together. But the end game was ultimately for Julia to break off. As you can see, that she has a major backing. She's got some people in the company that really want her to be near the top of the card. So that's why they split them. They also didn't want Julia and Stephanie Vaquer to be on the same brand because they knew Stephanie was going to Monday Night Raw. They knew Stephanie was going there. And it's the same thing that happened in NXT. When they brought them together, they debuted them. They brought them in at the same time. It overshadowed each other. The star power was too much for them. But at the same time, I felt like having Roxanne and Julia, a team that you didn't think you would see together, it worked. It worked. Their styles worked together. But then you saw when Roxanne and Liv were in the four-way match together. The four-way match together, they were teaming up for a bit in it, and it seemed like they were a natural fit together. So it's like there's a lot of weird things when it comes to the women's division booking. There's so much talent that is underutilized. I don't like the makeshift tag teams that they're putting together. I like when they have a story to come into being a tag team. Like Natalia and Maxine Dupree now have a story where Natalia believes in Maxine Dupree, and that's how they became a tag team. BFAB and Michin were going after the Women's United States Championship for a while, and they came together as a force to go against the Secret Harvest. So that part I understand. It all depends. The scene is up in flames right now. I want to see a healthy tag team division, but at the same time, I really don't know what they're going to do with it now. This question from Joseph: when do you see Liv having her surgery? Well, that's a tough question to answer because Kevin Owens still has not had surgery for his injury yet, and he's been injured for a few months now when they found out that he needed to have surgery. So it's tough. It all depends on scheduling with the doctors and how fast they want to get it done, the damage. It all depends. You could have swelling, so it just depends on when all of that stuff gets determined.
Hopefully soon. I'm sure they want.
I think it'll be soon. I think it'll be probably within the next week or so. I think they'll probably schedule her surgery after Monday Night Raw.
Shoulder surgery is different than neck surgery. You know what I mean?
But I think her
thing.
I think her surgery will probably be when they get to explain what's going on with her. I think they'll probably schedule her surgery then. That way you have the leeway now that you understand what's going on with Liv Morgan, and she's going to be gone for a while. Because people were questioning yesterday. They're like, I'm going to wait to see how long it's going to take for WWE or Liv to talk about it. They're not going to provide an update like that. WWE does not provide injury updates like that fairly anymore. They used to back in the day. They give rough timelines, but they won't give you an exact update on what's going on with the talent. And when it comes to Liv will probably update people, but she is all about kayfabe. So Liv, we probably won't see much of her on social media either. They'll probably give a brief timeline on Monday Night Raw this week. We'll see. Maybe even SmackDown if they want to get her, because she got pulled from Fanatics Fest. So obviously, they don't want her traveling. They don't want her traveling for this injury. They're probably wanting to get it done as soon as possible. Like you said, Cassidy, get the surgery done as soon as possible. So it's tricky. It's very tricky. Injuries are always tricky, no matter what kind of injury you have. The timelines are tricky. Getting everything scheduled through the company and whatnot is tricky. But yeah, I think the surgery for her, because the timeline now is 6 months with it, that she needs it. I think they want to get it done as soon as possible. And I think because of her getting pulled from Fanatics Fest this weekend, I think it is within the next week that she'll probably end up undergoing shoulder surgery.
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. This has been up there twice. What do we? I'm confused. What do we skip you?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what did he?
I scrolled up, man. I didn't see anything. Well, hey, buddy. If that's it's a hey.
Oh no, he said hello. He said.
Oh hey.
He said.
Hey man.
He said hello. He said hello.
Wow, sorry.
Hello, Zach. Sorry.
Hey, Zach. How you doing, brother?
Once that train, Cory, that Cory train keeps rolling, brother, it's fucking going. We can't get it off the track. So sorry, buddy. Hello to you too, Zach. We appreciate
All right, let me
as
answer this one. From.
Slow it down.
Let me answer this one.
We'll get to it.
Another one.
We'll get to that one. He didn't super chat. We'll get to that one. We got to talk about other stuff first.
All right.
You dropped some news earlier in the week.
We got a lot to talk about.
You dropped some news earlier in the week before that. We'll get to that, and then we'll talk about that when we get to that. If he wants to super chat it, we'll jump ahead. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get to it because we gotta get there. So yeah, earlier in the week, Cory, let's talk about the first news you dropped.
Yeah, we got which one are we talking about?
Well, I don't know. What was the first one you dropped this week? Let's go back and look. Let's scroll back.
Hold on, I gotta go to the Patreon because I've been dropping crazy stuff lately.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. You've been dropping a bunch. So earlier this week, you dropped some stuff. Before we get to today.
The Alberto. Okay. I dropped news about the talent formerly known as Alberto Del Rio, now known as Alberto El Patron. WWE point blank doesn't want anything to do with him. Don't want him near any of their programming. So don't expect to see that man on WWE television. You notice El Hijo del Vikingo retained the AAA Mega Championship at Triple Mania this past weekend. That's the direction they're moving forward now.
The writing was
that's the direction they're moving forward.
They were not.
Yeah, I think when they completely cut him out of the promo packages, and didn't even say who he won that title against and everything, it would become pretty clear that they did not want anything to do
when
with
they
him.
When they showed him doing the pinfall, completely blurring out who he was pinning, the writing was on the wall.
That's not good.
Exactly.
It's not a good set.
Also with him, he's such a unique guy because he's obviously has his problematic stuff. So do so many wrestlers. So the locker room seems to actively hate that guy, and so many other wrestlers seem to actively not want anything to do with him. I think that's the biggest thing for them.
And most of the fucking
not to mention the guy at the top.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is if he was just problematic, I think they could look into getting him because they have plenty of terrible people on their roster allegedly or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of problematic people out there.
Yeah, but when it comes to him, it's they just don't seem to like him like nobody does. So
there's no upside.
Yeah,
absolutely no
Conan's the only wrestler person I've ever seen that seems to like him.
Yeah, I think that's the most accurate thing.
The entire Mexican wrestling scene love him for some reason. I don't understand. But they look past personal stuff. They look at it on a draw level.
They love Del Rio, but why do they hate it? They love Del Rio, but why do they hate Atlantis? Why
do they hate Atlantis Jr.? Because he's a nepo baby.
They think he's a nepo baby. Yeah, there's not like, I think because like allegedly their dad owns or something.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with Hijo del Vikingo. He's a nepo baby. They don't like that the nepo baby term being something. That's what it is. They don't like them over there. But yeah, don't expect to see him anywhere around WWE at all.
And then after that report, you dropped another one. Let's see. Well, I did the interview. After that,
you did the interview.
I did an interview with
Cody Rhodes dropped his.
Everybody should check out that interview with Akira.
It can go.
He's now a free agent.
It was great.
He just got out of the MLW, and it was really good. I thought it was one of the best ones I've done in a very long time. Very insightful and just all around good. And he dropped some exclusive news about his career that's on there too, about his deathmatch career future and when he plans on stopping doing death matches. So you should check that out. It's up on the Patreon right now, and it'll be available on the YouTube channel and Twitch probably after this weekend, maybe something like that. But and then what was Cody Rhodes dropped some news too.
Cody Rhodes dropped the Liv Morgan news yesterday, which had people in a rant. I was the most hated man on the internet yesterday. Yeah, I was the most hated man on the internet yesterday. He dropped the timeline for Liv Morgan. He dropped her timeline yesterday before PW Insider and everybody else said that she had to have surgery.
And then this morning you dropped some news, which if you want to get into just make it circulation. And then we will answer the question from Matthew, which
and then I have another exclusive that I gotta drop on here too in a second.
We'll do that later too. I've got it queued up and ready for you, but we're gonna do.
You got to keep them on the hook, guys.
Some of this news I'm hearing is the first time I'm hearing it because I'm trying to catch up the best I can. So
me too. I haven't even signed up for our Patreon yet.
All right.
So.
Well, send us a thing and we'll get you the.
Yeah. Obviously I watch WWE stuff quite a bit less than a lot of other people on our rosters, so it's not as much of a thing for me.
That's all right, but we'll get you that Iggy. Don't worry about it. But anyway, Cory dropped some news this morning that was pretty big. So Cory, do you want to jump into
this morning?
That? Which you can find first if you subscribe to the Bodyslam Patreon running across the bottom down there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This morning, I dropped some more news about the Seth Rollins.
Where did you drop it?
On the Bodyslam Patreon. Yes.
Just checking.
I dropped it there.
How much is that, by the way?
$5. It's $5.
Look at teamwork.
$5 a month, where you can get all your exclusives. $5 a month.
Hey, that's
so I dropped it. Yeah, I dropped.
Wow, that's such a steal, guys.
Yeah, just giving it away almost, but not quite.
The news this morning was about the Seth Rollins led group. I saw some discourse on the timeline yesterday about how people feel like the group is souring, that Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins don't work together. They should have never brought some Reed in, blah, blah, blah. Well, I had some news this morning that there could be some additions coming to this group that are not.
And what names were discussed?
There was two names internally that I've heard that possibly not together. No, not together, coming together. But these are two names that they have discussed about potentially joining this group. Your first one is the current NXT North American champion, All Ego, Ethan Page. Ethan Page is a potential name to go and join the Seth Rollins-led crew. And then the second one is the former NXT North American champion, Mr. Revolution will be televised, Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints' name has been thrown around creatively, potentially joining that group as well. In my opinion, I think Ethan Page fits the group more. I think Ricky Saints takes the reign again as NXT North American champion for a little bit before his call up to the other brand. He's going to go to the other brand probably. to SmackDown. But I think Ethan Page, out of the two of the names, Ethan Page is the one that makes the most sense. I think Ethan Page is 100% ready for that role. He'll slide right in. Not to mention, he fits the group incredibly because everybody in that group hates CM Punk. And Ethan Page hates CM Punk.
Totally honest, I actually disagree. I don't like either of those guys to that group because you're taking two guys that like their biggest asset is their talking and like charismatic personality, and then putting them as like the third or fourth member of a group that has like a manager that does a lot of talking for them. It just seems kind of like reductive.
Yeah, I get it. I agree.
Wait, every single member of that group does not like CM Punk?
Yeah.
In storyline, yes.
Yeah.
In storyline, yes. They all hate CM Punk. Yes.
It's the online.
You can only hope that it's in real life too.
Oh my god!
That's just,
listen, guys. I'm a Punk defender, so
I'm sure you
yeah.
are.
I mean,
storyline.
Speaking of, should I kick him again? Anyway,
yeah, storyline they do.
That segues to this next question from Matthew. Since you talked about these potential new members of the group, both of those names that you've heard being male, here's a question from Matthew. Cory, with Ethan Page and Ricky Saints being discussed for satisfaction, does a female wrestler member being discussed, like my favorite one for this role, Blake Monroe? Do you think that's a possibility?
Do I think it's a possibility that they could add a female member to this group? Absolutely. I think they need. I haven't heard anything that a female was joining the group as of now. I put in the report that I had as of WrestleMania weekend. It was just supposed to be Braun and Seth. So anything can happen. Anything can happen.
And if you like, you can get the Plans Change Bodyslam shirt at the Pro Wrestling Tees store. If you go to Pro Wrestling Tees, search for bodyslam.net. Yeah, and it says it's got the old logo, the original 2018 logo, because I can't update the Pro Wrestling Tees store until we sell some fucking shirts. But it's got the old logo and it says Plans Changed, which, if you know, is a nice little jab at a joke from Meltzer, and I think it's fucking great. It's my favorite one, but whatever. Anyway, Plans Change. Things evolve in wrestling.
Nice plug.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm a plug-in machine over here. I got you. Anyway.
You're doing a great job. Listen, you're cracking me up. So,
dude, that's what I try to do. I try
plugging in what we need to be plugged in, reading the comments.
Somebody's got to do it. Nick thought it was going to be him, but buddy, hey,
no, why would I? Why?
You just thought it was going to be you reading comments, but
hey, you told him not to read it, so I was waiting for you to bring it up in a good time. So I'm still learning this whole live podcast.
Yeah, no, we gotta get to things. We can't just blow our load early.
Yeah, Cory. God.
I'll blow my load all over this stream.
Jesus Christ, there's a lady present.
Every question that comes in, I will answer them.
There's a fucking lady present. You need to watch your mouth. Anyway, what else is new this week, guys? We've covered some news now. Was there any other news talk? There's a lot of news being talked about today, too, that we've seen. Russell Votes put out some news. Yeah, hit that up, too, while we're here hitting the news. We'll just talk about these Russell Votes reports as well.
We already talked about the Liv Morgan one.
There was the LA Knight one. The LA Knight one.
LA, which is something I have heard. There's a lot of people advocating. Wrestle Votes on their weekly radio put out that people within the company want LA Knight to move to Raw for Netflix, which I 100% agree with. Change of scenery would be nice for LA Knight. Not to mention the WWE Championship scene on SmackDown is tied up for the time being. The World Heavyweight Championship is a fair game. So I think from what I heard, him being elevated into main event scene, it would fit perfectly on Monday Night Raw. Especially with Gunther being the World Heavyweight Champion right now. Oh, that's another thing. That is another thing. We talk about the Gunther news. Goldberg showed up on Monday Night Raw, which was also broken on the Bodyslam Patreon by Viper Reports last Wednesday. He broke that Goldberg was scheduled to have some transportation to Monday Night Raw in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So now we have a World Heavyweight Championship match at Saturday night's main event between Gunther and 58-year-old Goldberg.
Who's next?
That's all he's going to be saying the next 3 weeks before the match.
That's all he said ever in WCW, too, which I'm watching right now.
You watch it every week.
Speaking of, that just leads into something. Following this podcast today, you should join us on the Bodyslam Twitch for a Twitch exclusive show. We're gonna do an episode of Stoned Wrestling Theater because your boy is gonna be stoned and we're gonna be watching wrestling. We don't know what Anissa and I are gonna be watching, but we're gonna be watching something. So just pivot from here to the Twitch. If you're not watching the Twitch already, you should be. And you know what, guys? There's a way you can follow the Twitch. Right down there at the bottom. If you're not following us on Twitch, you can now because we'll be live after this show on Twitch watching some old wrestling.
And we will not be watching any Goldberg because we accidentally did that one time.
Oh, it was terrible too.
It was terrible.
We picked a fucking episode and it was like the best of Goldberg. I was like, it was like a bad dream where I'm like, oh man, this is weird. It's a highlight episode. I wonder why this is a thing. And then it was like, every match was like a Goldberg match for the entire year, and it was just like, what the fuck are we doing? No, it was his career.
It was the first time I ever saw like a Goldberg match, like a legit, like from start to finish.
She saw all of them.
I'm so sorry, but I was very bored
of that. Fuck, I was bored. We skipped like an hour and a half of the fucking episode of Nitro too.
But yeah, come on and join us right after the show.
Another plug. Anyway, carry on. Sorry. That's you. You can go back to talk about Goldberg now. Sorry.
There's not really much else to talk about his old ass except for he's gonna get his ass beat at Saturday night's main event in Atlanta on July 12th. There's not really much to talk about when it comes.
I will say this: I do not regret my decision now to drive 15 hours to Texas for All In instead of driving 2.5 hours to Atlanta that weekend for Saturday night's main event. I would be pretty upset if I had to watch a Goldberg match. I'd be like, God damn it.
I would love to watch a Goldberg match. Wait,
you're going to. You're going to get to. Also, by the way, did you know that? Because you're going to be watching it Saturday night. You're not going to be watching it?
I've already seen a Goldberg match in person.
So have I in the 90s. I'm good.
I went to WrestleMania when he wrestled. I saw a Goldberg match in person.
What's funny is he visits the town I live in like all the time because he's friends with these guys who run a TV show, like a motor, like a vehicle show or whatever. So randomly, like I'll get text messages like a couple months ago. My friend is at dinner at some Italian restaurant. He goes, I think Goldberg's sitting next to me. And I was like, are you sure it's not just an old bald guy? And he's like, it could be. But then he took a picture. I'm like, no, that's Goldberg. And then the next day he had this picture of like him, like literally 3 streets down from my house.
That's insane.
You should go get Goldberg to cut a promo for Bodyslam.
Maybe eventually because I think they have a show on HBO, so he's on there all the time.
He could be all bald and yell, "You can blah 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 whatever." Bodyslam, Goldberg.
Yeah.
We
gotta start spending. We're gonna put a budget of like $200 a month just on cameos. Just buying a shit ton of cameos, but not even from wrestlers, like just random like B-list actors.
You know what? That's what Patreon money's going to come in handy. You know what I'm saying? Putting it back in. You know what I mean? It's an investment, Part of the intro. I could run an intro. You can see you guys hate the countdown and the music video. We have a new intro where it's just cameos from people putting over us. We could do that. Sounds like a better idea.
I have a question. Do we have
Let's see.
Fun update Evolution news? Since
in terms... What kind of update would you like?
I don't care. Anything you got. I don't care. What do you got?
Well, I wish with the injury, the show's being rewritten, so it's kind of hard to say what's gonna happen now. They have some matches that they want to do. They have some matches. Naomi versus Jade Cargill is one of the matches that they want to do at Evolution again. I want to do Naomi versus Jade Cargill again, which I think is a major match. I think that they could do that there. They've been teasing a lot with Charlotte Flair. I'm not exactly sure what direction they're going with her right now. She's supposed to be getting a character change, so I don't know what direction she's going. But it should be good. You ask about Evolution. I'm pretty sure now. Now with the direction of stuff that's been going on in NXT, I think Blake Monroe is going to be participating in Evolution. And I think she's going to be walking into Evolution. as the NXT Women's Champion. I think
So-
she's going to take the title from JC Jane.
Can we? What did you think of that promo? That first promo segment for this last week?
For Blake Monroe, it was perfect.
Yeah,
It's perfect. I don't give a damn
what was-
about. Oh, she's a Tony Storm ripoff.
No, what happened to the audience? They just
Her
not.
character,
it just didn't seem like it connected with me to anybody there in live.
because the NXT audience stinks, brother. They stink, and I have
That's what I was
friends that
trying to
go
get
every
you to
single
say.
week.
I was just trying to get you to shut
I
up.
have-
That was really all.
I have friends that go. I have friends that go
softballed
every
up.
single week, but they stink. They stink, man.
That was
Majority of them are marks. They stink.
Her gimmick
They
reminds
stink.
me of like Bewitched, like the cartoon show.
That there's a little bit of a lot of
Like 60s cartoon, like a
there's a lot
Jet
of
Set
different
style.
things. Yeah, there's a lot of different things being put into it. Obviously, the Blake is her niece. The Monroe is Marilyn Monroe. That's what the gimmick is inspired off of. It's a Marilyn Monroe based
not
gimmick.
the old porn star Blake Monroe.
Okay.
I don't know. Who it is.
She could have been inspired. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's Corey likes
Well,
to
at
say.
first
no.
I thought
That's what
Blake was because Kelly's last name is maiden name is Blank, BLA. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe like a tribute to Kelly, but that's even more cute. It's up for her.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, she
it's a
said
tribute
that
to her
last
niece.
week, I think, right? It's a tribute to her niece.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
cute.
tribute to her. She posted it because when the name was first revealed by Sean Ross Sapp on Tuesday night last week, he revealed with hints, kind of like I do on Twitter. He put 2 pictures on there, and people were guessing, and then he said, "Yeah, this is her name. If you go to FIFO Select, you can see what her name is." So her name was Blake Monroe, and then the next morning she posted a picture on social medias, and it just said B. And it was her and her niece, and that gave away exactly where her name came from. So she's paying tribute to her niece. Her niece, she said it multiple times. Her niece is the most important thing in her life. So her paying tribute to her niece is a nice touch to it. And then obviously coming in, her character the entire time between AEW and now has been based off of Marilyn Monroe. So it only made sense that she goes and uses the same thing with her name in NXT. I know a lot of people wanted her name to be Mariah May with MAE instead of MAY. There was a lot of trademarking stuff that they were having issues with. So they ended up going with Blake Monroe. WWE, here's a misconception that a lot of people have. WWE does not choose the talent's names. WWE will give the talent the opportunity to pick from a pool of names and then give their input on a name that they would personally like. If WWE likes it, they will accept it and they will file the trademark. That's what happens with a lot of them. The misconception that WWE is giving the talent these names is not true. The talent get to pick their names. They get to pick, and the names all come from something. The names are all based off inspirations or something in their life. So WWE gives the talent the chance to pick what they would like their name to be in the company so that they can trademark it that way without using their legal names.
Yeah, a lot of people need to start watching interviews because a lot of wrestlers do say what.
They say it every time that they get asked. Every single time that they get asked what's going on, they say that they pick their names. WWE will give them a pool. They'll give some feedback. They'll give names, and then they'll come to an agreement on one that they like. And the talent get to pick the actual names themselves. So
They get a list. They choose from the list, and that's usually how that works.
if they get a list, and there's something on there they don't like, they'll send feedback on what a potential name they would like. And WWE, most of the time, like 95% of the time, they'll take what the talent chooses and pick that name for them.
Joseph,
Yeah, he did. He sent one. He said, I saw it. I was going to answer it earlier. It's this one.
Oh, there it is.
It's that one.
So let's go.
Yeah. Does WWE plan to split up Liv and Dom? At this moment, I don't have an answer for you because creative is all over the place with them. So at the moment, I can't really tell you. If I can get more definitive information once they get these creative plans going moving forward, then I'll be able to answer you, Joseph. But right now, I can't definitively tell you yes or no.
I'd say with the injury, there's really no telling what they're going to do with the storylines because they're, like you said, they're having to alter everything with her being hurt.
Oh, damn it.
You're all right?
Thunderstorm.
Okay. I got you. But yeah, no, with the injury happening, I'm sure they're having to change a bunch of where they were going creatively and storyline plans. So that's probably
that's the biggest blow to them is they're having to redo months of creative now to fill in for what happened.
But yeah, I guess you can dig a little bit for Joseph on that one. But I would say now they're probably just gonna have to extend everything.
With her going off of TV, it's going to be hard to say exactly what's going to happen. I don't see them inserting Roxanne into every single storyline that was supposed to happen. I think they're going to end up splitting the Judgment Day somehow, but I don't know exactly how. I don't think that there's going to be. They're probably going to make JD be done.
Yeah. I mean, that was probably more where they were going when she was going to be there because you had
that was
100%. Now with her gone, that's probably delaying that if that's even going to be a thing now too. So
that was 100% what they were doing. The eventual direction was leading to Dominic and Liv versus Finn and Roxanne, but now with the injury, like I said, everything's up in the air. They're completely started from scratch, so it's gonna be hard to find out creative wise what's gonna happen. I can look into it, but I'm pretty sure WWE is not going to want to tell us what's going to happen.
They're not going to. I don't think they know yet either. They're probably figuring all that out.
Yeah, they're working on it right now. Literally, they're trying to figure out. It's months of creative that they have to figure out because they had good TV coming. I got told around Money in the Bank that within the next 3 months, Judgment Day was about to have another juicy story happen. So it just sucks. Like we've said all along, the injury sucks. The timing couldn't have been worse, but I just hope she's okay mentally, and I hope she comes back stronger because I know she will. She's a warrior. She's a fighter. So I know she's gonna come back stronger. It just sucks. And like I said, I hope she's okay mentally because this isn't the first time. This is the second time in 3 years that she's had an injury that's gonna keep her out for an extended period of time.
So I just hope. Trust me.
Yeah. I know. This is the opposite shoulder too. This is the opposite shoulder too. So she's now having issues with both of her shoulders, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for her.
So Joseph, hopefully, sorry we couldn't answer specifically, but hopefully that was good enough for you. We'll look into it a little bit, but
I'll definitely look into it, and if I can get an answer, I'll get back.
I wouldn't expect much answer because it's going to be like you said. They probably don't know, and they're going to keep that shit under wraps as best they can.
Yeah.
Since it's like they're having to pivot so hard and so many
fresh.
So
yep.
But what else we got? Is that it news wise? I think was there anything else on Russell?
Yeah, we covered. We covered. They talked about Psycho Clown getting a main roster contract.
That was it. That was
WWE. Yeah, WWE is trying to get Psycho Clown on the main roster along with they want Mystery going on the main roster as well.
And I'm telling you, it's merchandising. Because
that's exactly what it is.
With Mr. Iguana, there's so many fucking merchandising possibilities.
La Yesca is going to be a top seller on the shop.
They're going to have 100%. Toys. They're going to have puppets themselves. They're going to have everything you could imagine for that. And Psycho Clown, the same thing. They're going to have masks. They're going to have fucking shirt. I mean,
they're going to have the masks.
It's so
much. Someone might, if I say this, somebody might hate me for saying this, but what if we get like Santino and the Iguana guy?
Like the Cobra.
You could.
You'll get those. Yeah.
Make them a little tag team. That'd be fun.
Yeah. But they'll make that type of things. They're going to definitely make the Iguana fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Cobra,
Do you know if did they sell those like in the arenas in Mexico when he was there?
The La Yescas? No. The Iguanas? No.
They will now.
So that would be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're going to now.
It's a similar situation. It's a similar situation to where AEW did not sell masks for Penta and Rey Fenix. WWE sold masks for Penta and Rey Fenix the day that they debuted, and those masks are selling off the shelves. Mm-hmm. So it's similar.
And that's why they
know that these kids. They know that these kids are going to want to have this stuff. So they know exactly 100% that these kids are going to want their parents to get them this merchandise from that person because their character is cool. They like that character, and that character resonates with the kids. So that's
it's
what they're going to
different
do.
enough too to where they can market it uniquely.
It's also like so like social media wise, like shorts and stuff. Like what I was gonna say is I had two of my coworkers ask me who he was, and they don't even watch wrestling. They just saw it on like Instagram
Just
reels.
from reels,
Because like WWE's pushing it, and so like you can tell like how much investment they're putting into it, which is just really really cool.
Yeah,
they flew them in directly last week to NXT just to sit in the crowd so they could negotiate contracts with them. So
yeah,
that's how marketable they are right now.
Yep. And the way that everything is going now with it being viral based and reels and shorts and clips, and that's like what people do. It's the fucking scroll. You know what I mean? The short scrolls. That's perfect for what these guys do. It's like little spots like that they can fucking go viral and just push. So what are you giggling about over there?
I know. I was gonna say,
Mark said, "Who let Hart on the show before me?"
Oh.
Well, you guys have that rule, right? And no Irish people allowed on the podcast. So
I think we waived that once we got rid of
wait,
that.
what?
Oh, okay, yeah. Bodyslam has like a very like anti-Irish agenda, so I don't know if you knew that.
I wouldn't be here if that was the case.
No, it was the other guy. It was just that other guy.
Oh, sorry. Listen. My agenda is just anti-Mark. So
these guys have a good feud. He about killed Mark.
Oh my God.
Did you know that?
You're gonna drop that live on this podcast?
Yeah, it's his fault. He talked shit to Mark. Mark about dies. I'm telling you.
No, I did not talk shit.
Mark, I know you're watching. I know you're watching.
Start shit with Mark. Mark about dies.
Who's Mark?
All I'm saying is, if you look at his Twitter and you can see all the replies that he does to Tony Khan asking him questions, you can see why his name is Mark.
Oh God damn.
He's gonna respond to you somehow.
Who is this guy? I'm so
it's
out of
Mark O'Brien, our staff member. Mark. He's from Ireland. He's a good guy.
Respond.
Him and Nick have a nice running feud.
Yeah, we're big rivals.
The other day in the group chat, Nick starts talking shit, and then
I did not.
Literally,
okay.
Literally,
wait,
the
no,
next
I did.
day, the next day, or that day or the next day, Mark's about dies and is in the hospital for heart procedures and shit. It's like, I wonder why that happened. It's this guy.
I was about to defend myself, but I do realize that what started it was he posted his interview graphic, and I said, "No Bodyslam logo,"
Dude,
and then that was what started. Yeah, no, I kind of forgot that's what started it, so I will own it. That was 100% my fault.
So I was like, bro, you definitely just caused this. He's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, I watched it. I watched it happen unfold in real time in front of me in the group chat.
Everyone go follow Mark. Mark is great.
I love Mark's a great guy. Go follow Russell
at WrestleMobs.
At Russell Mobs. He's awesome. He does good stuff for us, does a lot of good exclusives out there, and he's going to be covering
a lot of good interviews.
Hopefully, he usually covers all the European stuff for us live over there, like for WWE, and I'm pretty sure you'll be doing Clash as long as his health permits. God fuck forbid. Hope he's okay enough to go and do. Is he gonna go to
the AEW show that's over in that way too?
I would assume so. He does all this for us, so yeah, I would assume he'd be there. We usually apply for Mark to be our representative for us at everything over there. And the plan before Nick about killed his ass, Jesus Christ, was for him to do Clash at the Castle and everything over there for us. So hopefully he's able to do it. So don't fucking let your feud put it in the dirt before we have fucking
3 weeks over there.
When is Clash of the Castle? August?
The end of August 31st.
Okay, yeah. Well, he thought he might be able to make All In, so I think hopefully he'll be okay by then to go. But I was gonna ask you live on the air. Did you get your response back for All In yet?
Me?
For media.
Yes.
Did they approve eight of us?
It wasn't an email, but when he reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, there's fucking 8 of you that applied." I'm like, "Goddamn, 8 of them? Who?" And
that's what I was mostly going to ask. Did we get 8 people approved for?
Absolutely not.
An entire section of Bodyslam.
I'm sorry to say that the 8 of us.
I did not apply. So
I'm surprised you didn't. I was originally going to go, but
I was shocked. I was like,
I didn't apply. I wasn't going to make that trip.
I was like, how the fuck do we have 8 people that are going to make that trip?
I applied back in whenever it showed up, like the first week is when me and you applied. I thought, Cass.
Yeah, I did, and then I was like, I think I applied.
Because I think you sent it to me like the first week it was up. So, and then that was what, like February. So I mean, I never even.
So,
then
it's
a
that
lot of
time.
stuff.
Hey!
Yeah, a long time ago.
You know what
Hey,
we
Mark reposted the stream.
We
Let's
appreciate
go.
it.
So is that the Mark? Is that
Even
the
though
Mark?
That's Mark. Yeah, Mark.
Mark.
Irish mustache
Oh.
Mark. Irish mustache Mark. Yes.
Irish mustache Mark. That's his full legal name.
Yeah, it's on his ID. They have ID. I don't know if they do or not. I think they just carry potatoes with their pictures on.
That's hilarious. Are you doing anything else around the All-In weekend? Are you going to go to any of the shows or what's
Yeah,
going on?
actually, so my friend that we drove to Backlash together to St. Louis, she wanted to go. She bought a ringside ticket for Backlash. She got a floor seat for All In, but we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do Collision on Thursday because we get into town Thursday afternoon. It sounds like it's a fucking 15-hour drive. So I was like, we leave. Let's get there Thursday afternoon so we have time to fucking like decompress at the hotel and like wash the car off me because I'm gonna be in a car for 15 fucking hours. Last thing I want to do is go straight to Collision. But yeah, we'll do Collision Thursday night. I think Starcast is Friday during the day.
I think so.
And so I'll do that during the day. Then probably GCW that night. And then I'll do Starcast probably Saturday, and then All In Saturday night. And I don't know what other indie shows other than I know House of Glory is going on.
The
time.
TJPW shows on Sunday. They're friends of us. So
I'll do that one probably. Yeah, I was going to do that one.
I'll email them.
What time is that one on Sunday? Do you know?
Good question. Let me look.
Because I know if we leave the hotel, we check out Sunday morning, so we could probably just go. I'm sure it's Sunday during the day. As long as it's during the day, like reasonable time, I'll be able to.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. 11:30 is when the doors open.
Then
yeah,
we'll probably pop into that on our way out of town. So I'll pack up. I'll check out the hotel, go to that, and then just once that show's over, hit the fucking road and drive fucking a day and a half back to North Carolina.
They just announced friends of the channel, Maya World, Vert Vixen. They're on that card, so they're gonna.
Nice.
There's only 4 local towns that are U.S. wrestlers that are on those cards. So, TJPW lover roster loves them.
I know some of those people, so that's awesome. And speaking of friends of the fucking stream or channel, the site, why don't we put over our interview with Mariah May? You guys should look up that happened in 2022. December 30th, 2022, Mariah May interview where she now follows us and has been a fan of us ever since. So we're putting over people that follow us. Go look that up. Search for that interview. It was a good interview that we did a couple of years ago.
Rin Sinclair follows our stuff. She loves us too.
Yeah, so
she's awesome.
I'll definitely check that out since it's on. That works perfectly with the timeline of leaving. So we should be able to do that before we get back because got a couple more hours to kill before I leave town. So yeah, it'll be the last thing I do before I get out of Texas.
Perfect. Yeah. A lot of I'm thinking there might be some of the AEW people that go to that just because there's so many like mutual friends with the rosters. So
yeah, I'll do GCW that, and then I want to do House of Glory and go see Zilla and everybody, but it's going on at the same time as GCW, and it's like 30 minutes away. So it's just like that's a little bit of driving across town and do everything. I'm like,
speaking of AEW, is there any AEW news?
Last night was a good show. Did you watch it?
Fuck yeah, I did.
It was good.
I heard the locker room was buzzing. Like they were all thrilled and they want to go back like as soon as possible. But also that like
group chat, that video of Daniel Bryan taking a bump. That's news. I mean, that's kind of newsworthy about it. Like
he was in the crowd at the show on Tuesday too. He was in CMLL versus AEW show. He was in the crowd. He was in the crowd watching with Chris Hero. They were watching. Then they were backstage on Wednesday.
Chris Hero hates me. Fucking hates me. He went. So our buddy Matt Kuhn, friend of the program, Matt Kuhn, who you can probably recognize on Twitter. There goes with me to WrestleCade a lot. And one time he was telling Chris Hero how he was going to WrestleCade with me. And Chris Hero went off for like 45 minutes and mad about it. There was something crazy about how much he hates me. And I was like, God damn, that's a lot.
Shout out to West Coast Pro, friend of the channel, supporters of us. We support them. Chris Hero's booker for them.
I love Chris Hero. Like that's
me too. Yeah.
Like, damn, dude, I hate that you hate me. Like, I think we get along great. We can talk about nerd shit and have cool conversations, but he apparently does not like me. So
yeah, I heard the atmosphere was fantastic in Arena Mexico.
I'm gonna let the cat in. You guys discuss. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. The talent had a blast. You could tell on TV the show last night. They had so much fun.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was incredible. It was a sold out house. The crowd brought the energy. Mystico's entrance was
Insane,
incredible. His entrance was bar none, probably one of the best entrances I've ever seen in professional wrestling. Because of that atmosphere, then I'll segue a little bit off of that match. A fan followed MJF into the hotel and confronted MJF.
Oh, you didn't see that in this? Yeah, like apparently that legit happened.
Sean Ross Sapp reported it. Yeah, a fan confronted him at the hotel by the airport. And
apparently MJF like loved it. Like he thought it was the
MJF said it's fantastic because it's playing into his character. It means that it's working. So he absolutely loved it. And you would think he would too. He's just a jackass. So you would think that he would love that type of thing.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I will say also,
alive and well.
So you know what's funny is
you know what? Then you know that he's doing his job correctly and he's doing it pretty fucking well.
When you talk to like CMLL about anything,
were you talking about them getting attacked at the airport while I was gone or something?
Yeah. But when you work with CMLL, they you're not allowed to talk about like outside of kayfabe without anybody besides like the booker and the wrestlers. So like when you're talking to their communications team or like their marketing team, they you have to treat wrestling like as if it's real. Like you don't say like who's going over or this and this. You treat it like it's like a sport. So that's been my experience at least. So I know also throughout the show, like I knew the AEW roster was really happy, but the CMLL roster was too. That's the only like inside thing I have is that the roster, most of them really wanted to be on the card. Like all of them were like pushing to try to be on there. And they're really excited. Every wrestler there wants to wrestle Bandito and like loves Bandito. I know that like firsthand. Bandito's like over big in that locker room and how much they like him. So they're really excited to see him. And I'm assuming Mortos too, like back in roles with them.
Yeah, I really enjoyed what I saw from Bandito the last 2 days. I definitely enjoyed his work. He is, in my opinion, a top 3 luchador in the entire world. He's got all the tools. He looks great. He works so fast in that ring. I didn't get to check out the main event from the CMLL versus AEW show, but I saw clips online. Oh my God. Yeah, I need to sit down sometime tonight and watch the show. Incredible worker. Mascara Dorada is an incredible luchador that I see big things in the near future for, not just in CMLL, but everywhere in the world. He incredible talent. Then a lot of talent between Tuesday, Wednesday, and now tomorrow. They got Fantastica Mania Mexico tomorrow. A lot of the talent are being featured between AEW and CMLL, so it's great to see the relationship between them. Like you said, you mentioned Beast Mortos, first time in 14 years wrestling in a CMLL environment. Tony Khan, another thing Sean Ross Sapp broke. Tony Khan approaching, saying, "Hey, we would like to use Beast Mortos in this match because we're having issues with a few of our talents." And he smoothed it over. So yeah, and not to mention, let's talk, since Beast Mortos was brought up, let's talk about some news that came out this week also via himself and via TMZ. Let's talk about the Beast Mortos and Mercedes Moné. What a very interesting duo that is. But he is a very handsome fella from what I hear.
I have met him in person without his mask on, and yeah, he's super handsome.
He's beautiful. He's a beautiful.
That was so beautiful. Scotty, who owns West Coast Pro, said like if you've seen it without his mask, like you'd understand, and that's like 100%.
I've seen half of him, and I can.
He's also like incredibly liked. Like talk to any indie wrestler who's worked on a card with him. He's one of the most liked people on the indies or in any locker room.
I really enjoyed his work. I enjoyed his
I met him in the in-between time when he didn't have the new name and he was going through the dispute. But that's also part of why I think he can appear on CML is because the things with Triple H.
He's so hot. I thought I had a chance with Black Tars too, but Mercedes Money took away from us. That's Mercedes took away from all of us, bro.
But I know his relationship with Triple A is soured really bad, and so obviously with WWE buying them, there's like way less of a chance that he'd ever be back there. So I think that's also probably what inclined them to let him on the show. So, similar to with Bandito, but I don't think that his relationship necessarily soured. Just the WWE stuff.
The one thing, there's one more that they need to fix, and that's Roosh. They need to be able to get Roosh on the show.
That one's a lot tougher. Roosh is a lot different of a guy than. I mean, the difference is like Roosh is amazing, but like we're talking about, Bandito and Black Taurus, like, or Meet Beast Motor is like they're two guys that are so beloved in the locker rooms and so easy to get along with, and nobody has anything bad to say about them. Roosh has like, whether it's like an aura or like the myth of him or legendariness of like him has like outperformed what he actually is like. People are kind of nervous, like it's not as like easy to talk to him, at least from what my understanding is.
Yeah, that's
hi.
Hello.
Hi. You say hi to people.
Yeah, that's the one thing that people are still waiting to see is if Roosh will eventually be able to work with the CMLL talent again, because he's kind of in the vortex where he's stuck. He can't do anything because of his previous affiliation with AAA. So he's in a bind right now, I guess you would say. He was promoting the hell out of the shows, I can tell you. He's promoting the hell out of the shows this week. So maybe eventually we'll see him work with CMLL talent, but that's the one that the people are waiting on. They're waiting to see if he can work these shows too eventually.
Yeah. I'm interested to see speaking of sorry, go ahead.
I just said congratulations to Mercedes and her new man. I like the fact that she gave a swerve with Swerve.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
There was a lot of speculation. Too much speculation.
That was smart. That was smart.
Yeah. There was too much. Absolutely. And then the TMZ article, she's just like, this is a real Beauty and a Beast story.
I love that. I genuinely thought it was really cool to just see them confirm it and go
openly.
I just think that's really cool. Yeah. And I mean, it's like the confidence of her and everything. Like, I just think
generally
that's really awesome.
a very private person. So for her to come out and because there's too many psychos out there. So for her to come out and officially tell TMZ, yes, I am in a relationship with this man now. It just goes to show you that she's a little more confident in herself. You could tell, not just her personal life, but in ring, she's on a whole different level when it comes to life right now. She is flourishing in every single aspect of her life. You could tell.
Hey,
you can tell. She has a great management team.
Absolutely.
Which is something she's built. Like
R.I.P. Mikaze. He didn't die, but man, he
fumbled. He fumbled.
He fumbled that. They were married for a while or whatever happened. R.I.P. Mikaze. You're not dead.
Yeah, I don't really like to get into personal stuff, but that's.
I just wish that she would stop giving comments about Vince McMahon unprompted. That would be really cool.
About what?
Vince McMahon. She just constantly is reminding us how much she loves that man.
They all do it though, and it sucks. I hate it.
But yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's funny because a lot of the people that do actively talk about him like that are like more legendary people, or people who are there in like the early 2000s, or Cena or whatever. But like, she's probably like the youngest person I've seen talk that openly, like thankful and grateful to him.
Bringing him up, that's another topic that came out. That is another thing that came out, that he's looking to get into either combat sports or the wrestling business again.
Yeah, he tried to buy bare.
He tried to buy bare knuckle, and they said it's not the right time. We appreciate it, but it's not the right time.
Is Conor McGregor part of bare knuckles ownership, or is that something different?
I don't know. I don't know if he's still with them. I know he was.
He wasn't.
I don't know if he's still. If he's
maybe
still
pull that up or whatever Joe Rogan says.
I think he should retire and go away.
But yeah, apparently he wants to get into the business again. There would be talent that jump at that opportunity to go work with him again. Plenty of talent, openly talent from all aspects of professional wrestling right now.
Also, sorry, real quick. As recent as January 7th, Conor McGregor still was an owner.
He's still.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
Yeah. He does the walk. He does the Vince walk though.
Listen, if you're we should do
It is.
a draft of
Yeah.
what problematic wrestlers do you think would
Is this
be willing to
distracting?
sign up onto a Vince McMahon owned product?
Can
Number one
I-
draft pick, Alberto Del Rio.
Oh,
Yeah.
Number one
Oh.
draft pick.
we won't. I won't even say problematic. I have a few right now in my head that would 100% go if he made a company. A few of them are.
I don't want to live in that timeline, to be honest, to see like what wrestlers that I do like that
I
are
don't
like.
either. I
stick
don't
up
either,
for-
but I know some. I know there's some that will and openly will. So
That's,
it's.
oh my God.
I just don't think that we're ever going to see him involved in the. He has his own entertainment company now. I don't think
Yeah.
we're ever going to see him involved in the professional wrestling world again.
Seeing him,
Is
seeing
she
Vince McMahon
sleeping?
own,
Dude, she is hard sleeping.
seeing
No, she's
Vince
awake.
McMahon.
She's looking at me
like-
like she's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
She's awake now. What's up, Roger?
Cass, what's that shirt?
It's a Danhausen.
Dan has, oh,
Yeah,
okay. I couldn't see that your thing was like right over the face of it. So
That's
that's what, I
another,
love the
that's
colors on
another
that.
thing. Sean Ross
Crazy.
Sapp reported that his contract's coming up.
Mhm.
His contract's coming up, and it looks like he's going to be a free agent soon.
See, he's someone that
And
like a year ago I would have never
I-
thought WWE would be interested in, but now
I
I'm
think WWE. I've said it all
Yeah.
along. I think WWE will bring him in for his character. Period.
Mhm.
Point blank. That character will sell merchandise like crazy too. So I think he'll come in there. I don't think he'll go to the main roster. I think he'll go to NXT, and his character will sell merchandise for NXT. Not to mention, he's not that bad of a worker. Danhausen is not that bad of a worker. People just don't like him because he's a gimmick. He's a gimmick character. He's decent in the ring. I wouldn't classify him
So is
as a
the
bad
iguana
worker.
man.
Yes, 100%. He's actually Mr. Iguana is actually very good in the ring. He's
yeah,
actually
Oh.
very good in the ring.
he's very, very respected in like in Mexico and in general.
He
Are you,
works.
Cass, are you laughing at Mark? Mark's message?
Yes, this is the group chat.
Mark just said he's gonna haunt me from beyond the grave.
Hey,
One
hey,
day.
add me to that group chat.
Yeah, why are you
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, Nick, take
I
care.
don't-
Jamie, fix that.
I got you. I got it.
Whatever Joe Rogan says.
I don't watch Joe Rogan. I wouldn't know.
I don't really either, but you're gonna be that guy for us.
I don't want to be anybody Joe Rogan like universe affiliated.
Dude, are you guys excited? Are you excited for me to open this later?
Yeah, we're gonna get into that in a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna tease it now. That I'm gonna open this bitch up later.
Do you have any more breaking news?
I
I'm gonna be
do.
breaking into this fucking box of guard
I-
chocolate.
Oh my
I have
God.
I have some independent news that I'm gonna read off. If
Let's do
Cass
that.
wants to get
Hang
into
on.
it.
Let me.
Let's
do
go.
this.
Pull that, pull
I
that
gotta.
graphic up.
Let me. I gotta fix this first because it takes me a second. I gotta go in here and change this. We gotta
I
get
was
rid
telling
of that.
Cass that I went to 2 stores to find WWE trading cards because I never bought them before. I was like, I want to try this. Couldn't find them.
Where is
Awesome.
the? There it is.
See, I'm so out of the loop. I don't even know like what are good WWE cards or anything. Like I have no idea about anything.
Me neither. I just wanted to.
My buddy, I got you. My buddy's
Be part of the
good at this.
I see.
One second. Oh, I better do it this way. Let me just do it this way. Let's go this way.
I told our
Yeah.
friends that are going to Fanatics Fest that if they don't get LeBron James to say the words bodyslam.net, that I'm going to dox his address.
Please. Yeah. Yeah, dude, we need to do that.
I know, trust me, I've been hitting it hard. Like, just say what the website is. If there's a wrestler or someone that's not a wrestler, you just ask them about wrestling. Even if we get a MMA fighter saying like, "No, I don't watch that," then that's fine with me.
Get
We post on TikTok like, "This UFC fighter hates WWE."
I'm trying to figure out how to do this real quick. Sorry. It's taking me a second, Corey. You guys killed more time.
This is the problem with live streaming something. It's like
And me being terrible at fucking.
Well, I was saying like that's what I was saying. The countdown, like 30 seconds, feels like fucking forever. So
Nick, what did I tell you last night about Cass? I said anything that comes to
Oh yeah, you want me to share that information?
Anything that comes to socials, send
He
them
goes,
my way.
he goes,
'cause you
yeah.
can't
If you want to send me like any of those interviews, and I said, yeah, I'll probably send them to you and Cass. And this dude immediately throws you under the bus and is like, no, like he's like, no, Cass isn't going to be good for it. It should just all go to me.
Yeah, I know.
I said he's old. Nope.
I'm
Send them my way.
perfectly. I believe that 100%. Hang on a second. I'm gonna do this right because like your thing, I can't say I can share the image, but the image won't save off Twitter, so I've got to like.
It did that to me yesterday when
Yeah,
I tried to put my my backdrop in for my watch along. It wouldn't save. I had to fucking go and do it a different way. I was like, what the hell's wrong with this?
Yeah, so that's what it's, if you're wondering what's happening, that's what's happening is I'm trying to do this for you.
Yeah, trying to put a graphic up that I'm breaking a
match. And it's like, what the fuck? It won't recognize the file type. I'm like,
yeah, that's what it says. That's exactly what it said for me yesterday. I was like, what the hell, man?
Over here losing my shit on camera, and that's what's happening. I've never felt so. All right, anyway. So
I got an independent match that I'm gonna break on the air. I already broke it on Twitter, but I'm gonna break it on here too.
Well, I haven't seen it on nothing on Twitter.
You couldn't wait. Where is it? I thought I just did it.
No, I did it so that they
legit.
I did it. Well, there we go. There we go.
I did it.
And that's my ALW, Atomic Legacy Wrestling. Star Spangled Slammer 9, July 27, 2025, from the historic Ocean Center Arena in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's going to be a fun time. A lot of great talent on that card. But this is the match that I'm here to announce right now. Only the third time in ALW history is there going to be a dog collar match. And it's going to be Madman Fulton versus Tony DeVito for the ALW Hardcore Championship.
From DeValdy's in ECW, you're not putting him over properly. What the fuck are you doing?
I'll let you do that if you want to.
I just did.
And you might remember Madman Fulton from WWE as Sawyer Fulton.
Oh, you're going to put Fulton over, but you're not going to put over DeValdy's and Tony DeVito and his work.
You put him over, you old man.
Skull Von Crush was there as well, who ended up being fucking, what's his name? What was his name? Big Vito, or Vito in whatever, WCW. What's his name? In WWE, you know what I'm talking about? He's now the guy that they just talking about how Tony D'Angelo and everybody is stealing his character. That guy.
Oh,
they were in the group. Vito. They were in the group together.
He sent me
the wrestler who used to wear. They made him
the dress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I had the
that's him.
When we were doing that's the other different guy. Yeah.
Tony DeVito and that guy were in DeValdy's together in ECW before Vito jumped to WCW.
Vito sent me a very funny message from the Pandemonium account.
Anyway, you should put over more of the show while we got this graphic up. Put over the rest of the card. Talk about the show. More. Do more. Yeah.
All right. So
fulfill your obligations. Atomic Legacy Wrestling or whatever.
Atomic Legacy Wrestling are friends of mine. Shout out to them. Local promotion here in Florida. Holding down the Central Florida wrestling scene. This card, including this match, is going to have Matt Cardona versus Nick Nemeth. That's going to be the main event. Matt Cardona versus Nick Nemeth. You're going to have Shelton Benjamin versus Kenta. Shelton Benjamin versus Kenta is a first-time ever match on there. You're going to have Elena Black versus Izzy Moreno on this card.
Which we broke as well here on Bodyslam.
Shout out Elena Black.
100%. First time ever
shout
for
out
that
Izzy
match.
as well. Why can't we shout out Izzy?
Yeah.
That's true.
shout out Izzy Moreno.
Yeah,
she,
I met her.
I have too. She's a friend.
I've never met her.
She's a
I met
friend
her
of
at
the site.
restaurant and her mom.
Yeah.
They were so.
They're so nice. I've known her since she was like super little because like of her starting media shit. Like when her and her dad and her mom would be taking her around and stuff, they would be like ask for advice. And I was like, just follow me. So when she was like real little and going around doing interviews and stuff like to these scrums and everything, she was there with me and Sean and was always like bringing them around and stuff. So I've known Izzy since she was like real little. So I'm proud of like where she's going. I knew when she said she was going to do this, I knew she would be great because she's the biggest fucking wrestling fan. I like as a kid, I knew when she was little. So it's good for her.
Yeah, I met her and her mom and her dad WrestleMania 35 weekend. I met them at the Barclays Center, waiting to go into the Hall of Fame. Actually,
nice. Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, it was cool. I've been talking to her recently. I'm probably gonna do an interview with her leading up to the show. Probably gonna get an interview in with her. A few of the talent I'm probably gonna interview leading up to this show. So that's something you can look forward to with the Bodyslam Patreon. Getting into the interview game, so that's gonna be fun.
Are you gonna do in-person interviews while you're there?
Probably, yeah. I'm probably going to do in person also, but leading up to it, it's going to probably be on screen when I go, because it's on a Sunday. I'm probably going to go. It's like a 2.5 hour drive to Daytona. I'm probably going to go to my hometown, which is 30 minutes away from Daytona first. I'll probably go there for the weekend and go to this and figure out the logistics and whatnot for the show Sunday, because I'm gonna be there in person with everybody, working with ALW, promoting it. So it's gonna be a fun time. The entire card that's shaping up and building is looking great. There's another match that I'm gonna be dropping exclusively on Monday for ALW, courtesy of Bodyslam. Be dropping another one Monday. It's another matchup that is very interesting. Let's just say that. A very, very interesting matchup. Two talent that I didn't think that I would see in a ring together in 2025.
Are they based out of Daytona?
They're based out of it's not out of Daytona. It's I guess you say all of Central Florida. They don't have like a real home base. They travel around the area. They do shows in Cocoa, Florida. This is going to be the first big one in Daytona. And if it's successful, he said that he's going to be running Daytona Beach every single summer, every year, make it a thing. So and right now it is looking very successful. Tickets are moving. A lot of great talent on this card. It's going to be a fun time.
This is a big
I'm
venue.
looking forward to it.
I don't know if people realize the Ocean Center.
Absolutely.
I mean, Nick and Anissa, this is like
Well, honestly, just by
Fighter Fest was the first AEW Fighter Fest was there, and like this is where Hogan turned on WCW and the fans and joined the NWO.
Honestly, anything that's called like the center, or at least in my experience with indie wrestling, like anything that's called like the something center is usually pretty big.
Yeah. They're taking the leap
almost every year.
He's taking the leap right now to do this, and it's looking real good right now. The turnout is looking solid for next month, and with the more announcements that are coming for the show, I'm expecting a lot more tickets to push too. The ramp area is already pretty much sold out going for this show. A lot of the floor seats are gone, so it's moving. And like I said, there's some more stuff that's going to be announced for this show that people are really gonna want to see. And if you can't go in person, then you can watch it on Triller TV. It'll be live on Triller TV on July 27th.
See, is that the same weekend as SummerSlam?
The weekend before.
Okay, because I was gonna say I'm supposed to be at WrestleCon and SummerSlam, so I was like, I don't know if I can fucking make.
Yeah, this is the weekend before. Because if I'm going to SummerSlam, this is the weekend before my birthday weekend. SummerSlam falls on my birthday, so this will be my first birthday week, August 2nd. SummerSlam falls on my birthday, 2 years in a row. Yeah, SummerSlam 2 years in a row. This year and next year falls on my birthday. Which is pretty cool, but at the same time, it's like, damn, why did you move SummerSlam up this far? It used to be an end of August type of event. Now it's end of July, beginning of August. But it's cool. I went to what was it? When did Triple H took over creative in July of 2022, wasn't it? July of 2022.
Jamie pulled that up. Are we done talking about ALW?
I plugged it. We're good there. We got, like I said, Monday I have another announcement coming courtesy of Bodyslam. So just stay tuned for that one, guys. It'll be dropping on my Twitter and Bodyslam's Twitter also.
July 25th, 2022.
That's what I thought. The week of SummerSlam 2022, when he brought back Dakota Kai and
because that was the big thing, right? It's like he called them like days before the show.
Yeah.
All right,
how do I ban Cory from the chat?
You can't. These Cory jokes. This is the Cory that matters, by the way.
I hate this guy.
This is the Cory.
This is my least favorite Cory in a list of Corys that I hate.
Wait. What is Roderick? Or what is? Do you have any update on Jamie Hayter?
I haven't heard anything on her contract, but I don't think it's up anytime soon.
Well, I mean, she missed like a year.
She's injured. Yeah, she's injured.
She's been injured.
She's injured again. So,
yeah. I think if I mean, not to say they would add the injury time, but I mean, as much time as she's been gone, I think they would.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, because you haven't really got to use much of her.
Yeah. Kind of a bummer when someone gets hurt when you're kind of like not really doing anything with them in the first place.
Well, are we not going to acknowledge this?
I know. I already acknowledged that I hate him, and I'm moving on.
I don't
So
know who that is.
I'll ask Cory, when are we going to get Sad Man Fold?
I don't know.
Will you ask this question when you interview him?
Why would I ask him that?
Because it's funny. You motherfucker! Come on.
He's gonna tell me exactly what I tell Chris Jericho. He's gonna tell me to fuck off.
You know,
he loves Chris Jericho. Why are you?
I have a question for you to ask
Why are
ALW.
you trying to act
Hey,
tough,
speaking
bro?
of Chris Jericho, well, what's going on with him? I feel like I don't see him on.
Cory loves
Hopefully nothing.
I am 100% happy we don't see him right now. I'll tell you that.
No, me too. I'm just curious. It's like, oh, I forgot.
He went on tour. The tour is over, and now he's not on TV again. And I hope he stays off of TV.
He says this like he hates him.
I do hate him.
It's a
He's my
This is-
second most despised person in the entire world outside
This is a
of Vince
character.
McMahon.
Cassidy, do you remember when I went to Wrestle Dream of 2023, and Kenny and him came and Jericho were there on the press scum, and I asked Kenny about Ibushi, and then Jericho cut off Kenny Omega to do like a racist impression of Ibushi, and Kenny's face like looked so like frustrated and annoyed. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that happens.
I'll send it in the group chat. I put like I made it turn black and white when he starts talking. It's so funny.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we'll have to put that on the TikTok as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll give you the login. But yeah. So
Right.
I would acknowledge this. Russell Mobs is a big fan of Cory Michaels, as we all are. And I think we haven't talked about it this week. Nick, Anissa,
Yeah.
I want to know what you guys think of Corey Hayes' 1920s style prohibition bartender haircut, like he works at a speakeasy. Or
Listen,
Andy Guevara.
a podcaster with that hair makes me assume that they have some problematic opinions, but Corey's really subverting that. And he doesn't seem.
Wait.
he's
No,
not-
add in the mustache, the soul patch, and the goatee.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
And
saying.
you
Is
really
he looks
gotta
like
be
he's
like,
part of the manosphere, but he's not, and that's really like.
"Oh."
I respect him for pushing against that agenda, and pushing against my bias to assume that he's like a Joe Rogan affiliate. And he's really showcasing that he's not one of those people.
And
And I
he's
just,
from Florida.
I know it's like the odds are stacked against him. Like, how did he turn out this way?
This guy's got everything working against him, and here he is. We like him. You know what I mean? Like, it fucking defies all
Logic.
logic and fucking reason. But
Yeah.
dude, oh, this is good. He looks like he's been at sea for months.
Well, I was in the 1920s
Arr.
apparently.
Arr. Corey
Apparently in
Hayes
the
out there to fight in
1920s.
the seas.
Yeah, in the 1920s apparently I was.
Dude, you're either that or a pirate. Apparently, that's your thing.
I'm kind of a pirate.
He's days away from getting scurvy.
In your defense, like I could joke about the way you look, but I also look like what people assume Joshi fans look like. So,
Look at that.
that's kind of on me.
I
I said that when I came in here. I said I always see Corey wearing his fucking Buccaneers hat. So I was like, I'm putting my Chargers hat on when I join in here. My shitty little 11-5 team or 11-6 team now.
Oh, did you see that?
So
Yeah, we did that last week.
We roughly did this earlier when we were talking about. Well, you might not have been in here technically because we were talking about you being Irish, and Nick asked if we were allowed.
I don't want a part of this one.
Irish thing, and I was like, no, the other. So we discussed this earlier. But we're good. We're okay.
Wait, who's stealing Scoop?
It's a group chat thing from a while back. It's an old thing where he's bringing up old shit. He's here for the drama.
we can bring up the new blood.
He's here for the drama.
You want
We can
to
bring
know a
up-
story,
We can
Corey?
bring up
Because
the
this,
new blood.
I think this was before you joined. I posted this video, and then it got stolen and posted on another website's Twitter account.
No, I was.
You were there? Okay, I wasn't sure if you were in there for that.
It
Yeah,
blew
so,
up, I know.
Listen,
I remember.
they have since they have since apologized. But what pissed me off more than that was the not taking it down. Like the other person that posted it didn't take it down, and I was just like, all right, fuck that guy.
And there's got a lot more traction than yours did.
Oh my god, like literally almost like 1 million views, I think.
And ours got like 1,000.
20,000. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
over
it's
it.
got
So.
like 1,200 views. It's like,
How about we talk about that other wrestling source that loves to post news after other people posted it?
Oh, you mean that breaking news that came out 4 hours before they posted it?
Yeah. Hey.
yeah,
Hey, fucking-
sources.
Hey, sources indicate. Sources tell us. Sources confirm that.
What if we
Who
what if
told
we
you
start
that?
What if we start
Who
saying
told you?
exclusive, but then we still credit the other
These
websites?
sources have confirmed rumors that and it's like, oh, you could just say
Yeah.
other report from who it
You
came
got it
What?
from somewhere else, yeah.
Where did you get it from? What
We
are
start-
these
no, listen.
rumors?
We start posting our articles as exclusives, but then we still credit the other websites. So we're saying it's an exclusive version, our version of it, of the thing that we still cite
Another
from
solid
them.
post here.
Yeah.
Corey looks like the type of man who would gather his
Well-
boys and they'd all snap their fingers and rhythm at you when they walk in the alley.
Yes, I am very righteous.
That's so funny.
No, I think he's talking about you being one of the Jets or the Sharks
Yep.
No,
from Greece. Am
No.
I right there, Corey?
I will not go into the 1970s. No, thank
At
you.
dusk on a rooftop somehow. See, yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about. See, he gets it.
I don't even know. I'm still confused.
It's his hair. Look at it. It comes from a different time and place. And
It's the hair, it's the vibe.
Yeah. So it's you can either it's if you look at things from Prohibition days during the 20s or whatever days.
No, I know. I've
Oh,
seen
man.
Grease.
This is
I
the
know it.
hair you would have if you worked at a bar at that
Yeah.
time, or if you were Sammy Guevara.
Or the CM Punk look.
Ooh, is that what this is, Corey?
I don't know.
Is this the
No.
same?
I did say that he likes to copy my style though.
Is he CM Hayes over there? Is that what we're doing?
No. I've been compared. The damn look has been compared to what
Is he?
the 17. Okay.
You see? Yeah, you see?
No, I'll send you to a place that you'll never be seen again.
Majestic West Side Story looking motherfucker.
I don't see looking in that sentence.
I added it to make it look better, sound better. Come on, man. I'm helping everybody out. I'm contributing to these jokes. I brought this segment. This is my favorite
I guess
segment
so.
of the show. Every week, this is my favorite segment of the show, is to
What?
critique Corey's hair.
Showers using Pepsi rather than body wash.
I wish I could put that GIF up of him being like from AEW. You know what I'm talking about? That CM Punk GIF. Anyway, what else is new?
Do we have any AEW news?
I think
I'm thinking-
just what we talked about earlier with just
Like-
MJF. We don't have any news to us
Any-
to break.
Well, for All In news? Anything? For All In? Any more
ooh.
matches?
I mean, there was that interview with Athena, and I can confirm like that they're
Oh
not.
yeah, what's going on with her?
A lot of the locker room, if
is
she's not on that card, a lot of the locker room is assuming and have heard that she's not on the card. So unless there's kind of a swerve thing that's been the plan all along,
I don't. Think
she's not on the
this-
card, and
this sucks.
a lot of the roster is pretty upset about it.
Why did they have her do all of the promotional work?
That's what
Oh,
I
see, here's the
think.
train.
They're not going to feature her. I would love to know why in the hell did she do all that promotional work? Why was she in the initial press conference? Why this?
Okay, I can break that a little bit. I forgot. That's some news. So Cash wasn't on the program last night.
Right.
I asked if he was okay. He said he's fine.
You talked to him?
I thought it was
Yeah.
visa.
I
I
talked
thought
to
it
him
was
this morning.
visa issues.
I don't know. He didn't answer that part. said,
I
"Hey, bro, you
heard
good?"
it had to do with his recent stuff.
Yeah, can't travel because of the stuff. That's why.
Even though it all went away,
DUI,
the pistol whip.
yeah,
Okay,
all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Pistol whip
No,
story.
he didn't.
Hey, a lot of wrestlers got DUIs. It's very common. I forget which.
Yeah,
Is it because it was like it was dropped, right? He wasn't found not guilty. It was dropped.
The whole case
Dropped,
was,
yeah.
was
So I bet
gone.
there's probably a little bit of a delay that to like figure out to get all.
Just-
I don't know
it,
why.
it was recent. It was very recent that it. That
Yeah,
it got,
I didn't get
dropped
the reason
completely,
why
too.
he wasn't there, but I asked if he was okay, and he told me he was good. And I
Good to
said,
hear he's okay.
Oh well,
Yeah, I
that's
told him
And
I'll
then-
see him.
And then I heard that Claudio couldn't get in. He had travel issues also. I don't know if that was just plane issues.
There were a lot of
I don't know if it
storms
was-
here in our area, but I don't know if
It's terrible. It's terrible weather right now. Terrible weather across the country. So,
know.
yeah, it did get expunged.
He got expunged, so I don't know. It might have just been like bad weather. Like he did. I figured they would have said something if it was weather.
A lot of the
should
a
just
lot
go
of the
to
talent
California and
though.
then just drove in.
That's a long drive in Mexico.
Yeah.
Fuck
I'm
that.
just upset. I'm sad that
Oh, it's only
my
like 2
my guy
hours from
Barbaro
here.
wasn't on
An
any of
hour
these
away from
matches.
San Diego. Not even an hour.
Yeah, not to Mexico City. How
Yeah,
far is
Mexico
Mexico
City's pretty
City?
far.
Nah, it would take you a while.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even like flying from there to Vegas, I think is 4
Yeah,
hours.
I don't think anybody wants to be driving through Mexico on the way to Mexico City for anything. That just seems sketchy as fuck.
I think they have
Yeah.
a show. Was it Guadalajara? Like on
No
tomorrow?
offense to
tomorrow.
anybody from Mexico watching this show that was offended by that, but like I don't know. It seems like something I wouldn't want to do.
Honestly, I just don't want to drive
Billy
anywhere
Starks.
I've never been before that long.
Billy
I
Starks
don't drive
had the
through
same
fucking
issue
Texas
as
that
Claudio.
Oh, interesting.
What is it?
Billy
Okay.
Starks had the same issue as Claudio.
What was the issue? Travel was weather. Well, I see that, but was it weather related? Because I mean, there was a lot of.
That's what I'm
bad weather.
wondering. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. I don't know where they all fly out.
Either way, let's see.
Can I just say that
Cancel
the
you.
route of Portland to Mexico City to Seattle is like the weirdest schedule I've ever seen in my life.
What?
They're in they're in
The-
Seattle next week, so they went from Portland last week to Mexico City, and now they're back up to Pacific Northwest in Seattle next week.
They probably left
They'll
their
be in
shit up there.
They'll be in Seattle on Saturday.
They probably
Yeah.
left a lot of their shit up there, and what they
And then
did
they're
Yeah, I'm
going.
good.
was probably CML's stuff down here that they used. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how that kind of stuff works. I mean, it looked like an AEW.
if I
show.
had to, I mean, what part looked AEW? The fucking ramp, the stage did, and the ring could have been.
Yeah, I mean, just like just in general, the production style looked different than like if you watch these CMLL shows.
Well, I mean, yeah, they probably
The
brought
lighting,
the
all that
equipment
stuff.
and stuff.
I
Yeah.
like the stage. The stage was beautiful.
Probably brought what they
No,
needed.
agreed, 100%.
Probably
Yeah.
brought what they needed to bring.
That's what I felt about the show yesterday. It was greatly presented. I saw people saying that it felt like that it was a CMLL show. I was like, no, that was an AEW show in the CMLL arena. But it was fantastic. I enjoyed the arena in Mexico.
It was a fun show.
It was fun. I feel like they did overdo it a little bit with two big time multi-man tag team matches, but they were fun. They were fun. What came out of them was fun.
That's what they
Yeah,
do.
what came out of it? What came out of it was fun. The results of both of them were pretty fun.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Oh, speaking of CML,
What? Buddy, what do you mean you've never seen Big Trouble in Little China?
oh my,
Anybody else have this problem? Who is it? I bet none. I'm going to go out on a limb here and bet that I'm the only one in this room or this studio that's seen Big Trouble in Little China. Have you?
I saw it years ago.
Okay, never mind.
But I mean, like years ago.
Cory, Anissa, have you guys seen Big Trouble in Little China? That's a no.
What do you think?
The youths.
God damn it.
Sorry.
I'm not a movie person. I don't really watch movies.
Jack Burton and the Pork Chop Express.
No.
By the way, the Fantastomania press conference just started, so a bunch of the AEW guys are on that show next week.
Yeah, Friday. It's Friday.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they're
tomorrow.
going to be in California July 2nd, 3rd. 2nd or 3rd.
They're gonna be in California before All In.
Hey,
Yeah, July. It's their 300 episode, 500 episode.
Oh yeah, they're doing the 300 and 100 episodes together.
Yep. I'm gonna try and.
I was at the Dynamite 200. That was fun. Dynamite 200 was fun.
he really
Yeah.
was good in
Well,
this movie.
I'm gonna
I agree with you, Cory.
I'm gonna
Just
try and.
like-
Go
The
to
Thing
that.
is like my favorite movie of all time.
Did you like the whatever that was?
Yeah,
It wasn't
not
really a
more.
reboot.
It's just kind of its own thing. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
it
liked
wasn't
it.
really
Yeah.
a reboot. It was a pickup where that one left off. Like
Technically, I think it was a prequel, right?
was it
Because the ending is, I think it's the ending is the dog running and
the ending is the beginning. You're right.
yeah. So yeah, but shout out the Thing. Let's all leave this right now, and we're all just gonna go watch the Thing
real
on
quick.
Twitch.
I got a question to ask. What's going on with
Like,
Maki and all that? Like, is there an update
What do you mean?
where that guy is like suing AEW and Maki?
I mean, just what I got the other day. What was posted was all.
Is there any more updates on that, or is it just what you guys?
That was the first. That was 2 days ago, and I don't think there's been anything new since. Other
Yeah.
than what. everybody put out.
Yeah, I'm assuming he just like served them papers, and now AW has time to respond.
Which that's
Probably.
a wild fucking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pieces in that lawsuit.
Let me tell you, it's one of the similar situations that happens every fucking time one of these types of situations happens with WWE or AEW. There's always like the craziest views on both sides where it's like people just being like, what a pussy, he should, cry, whatever. But I just think that everybody, like a lot of people on this side of thing are like overreacting. It was just like, yeah, Mox did something kind of stupid and should learn from it and move on. But like people are acting like AEW is just like Wild West, no rules, awful place. But then if you push a guy and he's not expecting and you hurt him, like you should be liable for that. I think there's a middle ground to be had between both extremes.
What do you guys think of SmackDown going back to 2 hours?
I don't really watch it, so I could give a shit.
With how many people?
I enjoyed the more wrestling, the better. But
hey, let her speak.
Tough.
Corey, I'm gonna mute you, you son of a bitch. Let her speak.
Do it.
All right.
Oh, you really
Speak.
did.
Please speak.
I don't mind it, honestly. I think because there's so much talent, might as well just freaking show as much talent as you can. And you have 2 hours. Absorb the talent you don't put on for that hour.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot of people, I think. You know
But
what I mean?
didn't they used to do 2 hours back in the day too, so I don't know why.
Yeah, they did. But, and when they do, I mean, look at it now.
2 hours is hard.
It's a hard format.
It's not
cuts a lot
3
of
hours.
They started getting better with 3 hour format, and that's the problem. They understand right before something changes, they get a feel for how they're supposed to do it, and then it changes. Like when Raw was 3 hours before it went to Netflix, the 3 hours flowed perfectly, and then they went to Netflix. I like the 2.5 hour format, but at the same time, I wish SmackDown could do 2.5 hours. But USA would not be able to fill that 30 minutes that they don't have on TV. So going back to 2 hours, it's going to hurt a lot of talent. But that comes back to the booker, though. That comes back to the booker. How can the booker get as many talent on TV in these storylines as possible? So can Triple H and company handle the 2 hours? Can they handle the 2 hours?
The women, hello, let's expose them.
Well, yeah, so that's the thing that's interesting is, like,
they're going to lose their time. That's the thing. If
exactly.
You cut that hour out, the women are going to suffer the most.
One thing Triple H is seeming to decided to do is, like, in comparison, like the beginning of AEW, where you have all these like weaving storylines together, and people would show up at the beginning of the episode and then appear multiple times throughout the night, and they do that so much more often now. But now you're seeing like Jacob fought 2 and 4 different segments on TV to one woman segment, and it's like you got to find a balance between like continuing a story throughout the episode, like a episode long narrative. But you can still also have that, like the other stuff come in there. But now it's like with Triple H, it seems like it's always one or the other. It's like always these like narrative, long storytelling things that last 3 months and go 3 different appearances in a night, or like just absolute chaos where there's no like interweaving stories or whatever. So I would like to see them try to find a balance between letting not just the women, but like just like, Carmelo Hayes or whatever be on TV more often than just getting these like John Cena appearing in 5 different segments throughout the night.
Hey, you think
I have a feeling now with them going.
What were you saying?
That tease last week was pretty funny, where he was yelling at Nick Aldis' face and put his hat backwards. He said he never wanted to go back to his character type like that. However, it would be cool to see it one time. Before he hangs it up in December. It'd be cool to see the Dr. Thugonomics pop up.
You know what? I wouldn't mind for another JBL match.
What was that?
See,
I wouldn't mind another JBL match.
He's appearing in Starcast, so I don't think he's going to be with WWE.
Oh, okay. See,
yeah, because if he's at Starcast, and Starcast is being the PR for Starcast for media is being handled through AEW.
Oh.
Is it?
Yes. So for you to apply for media for Starcast, you have to apply through AEW. So that makes me not think that he's thinking about WWE right now, or he would probably be on Starcast.
He's working his own.
Working everybody. Goddamn.
He's literally working every promotion. that he can right now. He's under a Legends contract. He's working every promotion that he can right now, though. His time primarily is spent in AAA right now, though. That's where he spent majority of his time lately.
Somebody's awake.
She's playing now. Yeah,
He
he spent that time. He did some stuff in TNA also. He did that stuff with Nick Nemeth in TNA, which I guess was a continuation of what he did in AAA with Nick Nemeth at that time. But majority of his time he's been over there with with Alberto. He's been linked up with Alberto and company over there in AAA. Yeah. He's been linked with them. The story.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
those aren't in the same order, but I thought they just tied well together. The sign used to be Goldberg. That was the first time I think I saw it was Goldberg eats corn. You know, like takes the corn instead of eating corn like this way. Yeah.
You just shove it straight in your mouth.
You deep throat the corn and pull it out, basically.
Yeah.
What they're saying.
Okay.
It's like a
This whole time I thought it was the actual way how you were supposed to eat it.
I never thought I'd be explaining that to a woman on a podcast today, but here we are. So,
I have ADHD. I'm slow.
no, that's fine. Is that really the reason? We don't understand. Did you understand the reference? I think it's just you're too pure and innocent for that joke that Mark's throwing out there.
Hey, I was there. I was there in the 90s. I saw some shit. But I didn't really see WCW.
It's all right. But speaking of, I'm watching, this looks like a Nitro from 95 right now is on. Because Hulk Hogan is still yellow and red Hulk Hogan. And Brian Pillman is still here. And he's wearing tie-dye pants.
Hogan, do we have an update on that? I know
he didn't die. He didn't die.
He's not dead. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Unfortunately, that was a misleading. We all
for somebody that wants to like,
I was planning a barbecue and everything.
Bro, for Bubba to want to like get their friendship maybe back one day, like that's a wild thing to fucking say.
Yeah, the speculation without having it confirmation is absolutely horrible.
So, but he was in the hospital though.
Yeah, apparently he was in the hospital again.
After complications from his surgery. Yeah.
I will be right back.
Mark Henry is also doing Starcast and signed with WWE.
The Dungeon of Doom just brought out Zeus, in case you guys were wondering.
I wonder if like Hogan was being dramatic about it, and then his friend took it the wrong way.
I don't think it would have come from Hogan because they don't like each other.
They don't like each other since
after everything that happened. No, they used to be best friends. And
Bubba's the one that recorded the video of him illegally, or not illegally, but like secret stash cam video in his room, and had his wife and Hogan, like Bubba's wife and Hogan had sex, and he videoed it, and then he started talking and said all that racist shit.
Yeah,
on the video that Bubba recorded, and then leaked and sold to Gawker for billions of dollars. He didn't blackmail him. Bubba just sold that video.
No, he just sold the video. Yeah,
and then it became a whole thing because, like, well, you know, obviously it was a whole thing.
So he did it for revenge or whatever.
He did it for money and just to be a fucking asshole. He's like, well, Hogan's a racist. I'm gonna make money off of it, and did that.
And he's sleeping with my wife. I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck my wife. I'm just gonna video him talking racist shit and then sell it to Gawker for billions. Hey man, it was a whole thing.
Bubba the Love Sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge has never recovered from that.
Remember when?
Never recovered.
See, this is why I'm not a journalist. There's so much information to absorb.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I'm just a content creator for Bodyslam Net, guys. I did journalism for a year in college, and I was like, oh fuck this.
I wish somebody would bring me a hot dog. That guy next to me.
That's why I respect. That's why I respect every journalist, because holy fuck, you guys. I don't know how y'all can keep up with it.
I can't. I don't. It's hard. It's in there. It comes back sometimes.
Anissa, you went to WrestleMania week, right?
I did, but I didn't go to WrestleMania.
What shows did you go to?
GCW. Oh, I saw Sabu's last match.
Nice.
Live in person.
Nice.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Um,
Did you see what it is? Here, one sec. It's a zoomie.
All right.
I did the.
That's
I
a
did the
zoomie, yeah.
PCW. I did a small indie show. It was like a Colorado show that came to town. I went
Was that Wednesday night?
CWC, I think.
Yep.
Colorado.
Had some friends on that
So-
card.
I went to go check them out because a friend of
Nick,
mine.
straighten your hat. It's killing me.
Is it? Well, no, I think it's because my
It's
camera
fucking killing
is.
me. It's killing me.
No, it's because the camera's angled, bro.
Either way, it's been driving me fucking
I did a lot of
Sorry.
WrestleCon.
You did all
How was
okay.
that? How was WrestleCon?
It was nice. It was small.
Yeah, it was. It felt a lot smaller than Philadelphia.
Let's see. I wanted to meet the Hardy Boys, but I wasn't down to drop $160.
Was the line insane when you went there?
Oh yeah, both days or the days they
Um,
extended it.
Yeah,
The
it was.
days were
I mean,
awesome.
we were with my friend Taryn, who's never watched wrestling, and she was just doing photography for our show. And there was, I swear, probably 150 people lined up when we got there.
I met
broke that
Julia
party
Hart
one
though.
time.
She's
That's
very
you
nice.
guys' that story?
What?
I met Julia Hart.
What?
I like waited in line to meet her. I loved her.
That's
I
awesome.
like Julia Hart. Julia
Willow-
Hart is my Rhea Ripley.
That's
the best I
awesome.
can explain why I like this person.
Willow walked by us and told my friend she liked his shirt.
Did I ever
He
tell
thought
you-
that was the
yeah,
coolest thing
Willow.
ever.
I
He's
love
so
that
nice,
person.
as advertised.
That's my first autograph personal signing ever. Is from.
Oh,
I've
nice,
ever
nice.
gotten. It's Willow, and I love her, and she knows my name.
She's awesome.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I broke Matt Hardy? It was great. So when he was in AEW and he was like had one character, and then all of a sudden like there was this tweet he put out, and it was like at 12:30 at night, and then like he completely changed his character up like the next week. This tweet was like, I think I need to rethink myself and figure out my character, figure out myself or something like that. And he like just changed his character up, right? I was on my way to the parking lot like that night to get high by myself at the hotel. And it's
As
like
one
12,
does.
it's like 12:15, 12:30. I'm just gonna go sit in my car and smoke some blunts. And
You know
I
the story is
passed
good when somebody says, "I went to go smoke."
by myself,
Outside.
of course.
Oh,
And
myself.
I passed Matt Hardy, and I'm like, should I ask Matt Hardy to smoke? I'm like, nah, fuck it. All right, whatever. But like, he stops and talks to me, and he's like, hey, how's it going? So blah blah blah. And I'm like, hey man, I'll probably see you later. Blah blah. Because I think I'm just, I'm media. I see him all the time, and I think like he would understand that because I see him all the fucking time. I don't think he realizes it's me, maybe. But I'm like, yeah, man, no problem. I'll see you later. He's like, well, no, we can talk. It's fine. I'm like, no, dude, it's cool. He's like, no, I don't mind. I'll stay here and I'll talk to you. I'm like, no, dude, it's good. I got to go. And so I'm like, he's trying to talk to me. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. Because I'm going to see him like the next day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to see him in the back. So I'm like, nah, dude, we're good. And he's just like, and then just like goes to the hotel room, just walks off. And then when I get to my car, I'm smoking literally as I'm scrolling Twitter, like, it's like Matt Hardy post just now. It's just like real sad. Like, I think I need to rethink about who I am and my character. It's just, I'm like, did I break Matt Hardy's like fucking spirit just now? Like, I really, like, I just like totally fucking think that he's just like, this band doesn't want anything to do with it. I think I need to reconnect with my audience. And I'm just like, no, dude, I just want to go get high. I just need to go smoke this blunt before it gets late. And then I totally think I sent him into a down spiral that made him change his character.
You should have asked if you wanted to smoke.
I didn't have time for that. He was carrying a bag, and I thought he had to check. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, he's in a hurry. He doesn't want to be fun with me right now. And he was like, no, it's cool. I'll talk to you. It's cool. I'm like, no, dude, don't worry about me. I got to go. And he was just, no, I have all the time. Like, no, it's fine. It was so nice of him to do. But I was just like, no, bro, I'm going to go. And yeah, I think
taking that opportunity and talk to Matt Hardy. You could have got some.
I talk to Matt Hardy all the time. That's the thing is, I was like, I would see him regularly, so it wasn't like I was like, this.
Oh, you're homies?
No, I mean I would see him at AEW shows because this is during like the Jacksonville days when I was like in Jacksonville. When their like residency was in Jacksonville, and I'm like there every fucking like 2 weeks, 3 weeks because I was
I'm telling you, so often.
Yeah, I was going to him so often that I was like see him constantly. Oh, and I was traveling with him that so much then too that I would go to like every pay-per-view and I would see him at all these things, and he was working indies here in North Carolina.
You guys live in the same.
Yeah, so like literally, I see my roommate worked his fucking show at the compound. You know what I mean? At the fucking Hardy compound. So it's like, I see Matt Hardy. Like he's just one of those like he just. So yeah, I was in my mind. We don't need to have this fucking in and out right now. You got your bag. You just need to go get into your room. It's 12:15. But Nope. I feel like I definitely like broke his spirit that day and just.
Well, next time you see him, can you give me an autograph?
I'll work on that for you. I'll try my best. So I will be. I will be. Is he? Where's the next TNA thing that they're doing? Where are they at recently? What's going on with TNA?
Are they going to New York? Is it New York?
Yeah. When is that? They're going
Pittsburgh
to the U.S.
this weekend.
Pittsburgh this weekend, but they are doing the
Pittsburgh
U.S.
tomorrow.
That Newark Arena, right? The UBS Arena or whatever the fuck it is.
Is
Oh, they're
anyone
doing
gonna-
Long
July
Island.
20th.
Slammiversary.
July
so
20th, Long
Yep, yep, yep.
Island, New York, Slammiversary next
a
month.
month from now, yeah. So there's time.
We will have representation at that show.
So there's the guy you need to talk to, Cory. Get her an autograph from Matt Hardy.
I'll talk
I'll
to Matt Hardy. I'll hit him up.
No,
Roundabout
I'll do
way.
that a mean greet.
I got
I'll hit
invited
him
to
up in
their.
my. I'll hit him
do
up
that,
in my
too.
DMs.
You can still do both.
I got invited to their show in Vegas, but everything was that Thursday at 7:00. There was literally like 4 shows going on that time, which I think is at the same time as Joey Janela. No, that was DDT. I don't know, but there was like so many shows going. Oh no, that was Bloodsport. That's what it was. Like,
Yeah,
there's
that's
so
good.
much stuff going on. Hello,
Yeah, no,
but
that's great.
I did actually want to go to that TNA card, but unfortunately, it just didn't line up. Too busy
Hey.
sporting prestige pro wrestling.
Real quickly, hey, Corey Michaels in the chat. What do you think of my Rocky 3 fucking post painting up there on the wall as well, huh?
Never seen it.
Rocky 3.
I've never seen any of the Rocky movies.
I've seen it. I was being CM Punk.
I've seen Night at the Roxbury. That's my favorite movie of all time.
All right, I like that movie. I'll let it go. We'll forgive you, I guess.
I've seen all the Rocky movies. I was just trying to quote CM Punk where he's like, I haven't seen Rocky 3.
I same.
What's Corey doing over there with his camera all muted?
Well,
Mustache all on shine.
He's checking all the compliments he's getting on Twitter.
Is he on Twitter talking about is he tweeting out news that he's not putting on the page?
I am on Twitter. I am on Twitter.
We had to have a little coffee. I guess.
I'm on Twitter.
Giving away news. Man gives away
Okay.
news.
I
Yeah,
ain't giving
but
away
Cassie-
any
Honor
news.
Huh? Well,
Both.
that's the other. So I won't be doing Ring of Honor in Texas because it's the same time as GCW. I think I do GCW instead of.
Wait, I thought they weren't doing Texas anymore.
Are they not doing Texas? So it's.
I thought
No,
I
they're
thought everything
doing-
got moved
they're
to
doing-
Philadelphia.
They're
Oh,
doing
it did.
Supercard.
You're right.
They're doing Supercard of Honor.
In Philadelphia, yeah.
Oh, they did move it. Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah,
yeah, I don't have
that's
to worry
what I'm
about that.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard to be. That's one thing about these weekends. It's so hard to be everywhere at once because everything overlaps.
Yeah, like I was just saying, like I mean, there was literally probably 5 shows I wanted to go to Thursday night, April 16th in Vegas. So there's too much going on. I missed like all the West Coast Pro Show because I had to go give High on her bag back. But I did. I saw Chicago Rob when I was there. That's why I say-
That's my guy.
That's why I sent you that picture. Yeah, but I met Matt Seidel, who was like, I feel like I don't get too nervous around like wrestlers anymore and like getting used to it. But Matt Seidel walked out, dude, and I've been like massive mark of him since I was like in the 7th grade. So when he walked out, I like got so nervous for the first time in forever.
Ring of Honor is running Arlington, Texas.
Oh, it's just like
Yeah,
a regular
They're
show.
doing Supercard of Honor on the. No, they're doing Supercard of Honor on the 11th.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Friday night at the same time
Yeah.
as GCW.
Supercard
you
of
guys
Honor
had me
on the
confused.
11th. Yeah.
You sons of bitches.
Death-
I knew.
Death
I knew.
Before
you
Dishonor
made
is
me
September
sound
5th.
stupid. You made me sound
Death
stupid.
Before Dishonor is September 5th in Philadelphia.
Look at you, fucking making me look dumb. No, I knew what I was talking about for once. Yeah, I can't go. I can't
Yeah,
go.
they have their show.
I know.
That's the one. That's the one that it looks like Athena is facing Thunder Rosa.
That'll be good. That'll be good. Thunder Rose is gonna yell at me for not going.
Yeah, that's a match that should probably be on a fucking main card.
Yeah, no.
Well, it is
no,
on a
not
main
paid.
card.
I mean,
The
is it
main
though?
ROH card.
Is it though?
Behind-
Well, I mean, you didn't know
It's
it
behind a
existed, so
paywall.
I can say that you might not have known it was a real card because you didn't even.
I mean, yeah, I definitely didn't because I've not heard them talk about that literally at all. I could have sworn it got. I mean, you could get.
in all
ringside-
fairness, I was away. You had me convinced. That's how I was unsure of it too.
I was pretty. I could have sworn that they moved it.
No, the
So-
Death Before Dishonor is in Philly
You can move
on
these
September
nuts.
Yeah,
5th.
fair enough. Yeah, but why the
what's
fuck
good-
did they?
What's
Have,
going on in Texas or out in California with you, Anissa? What did you said you went looking for wrestling cards earlier. Let's talk about cards.
Yeah. Couldn't
No
find
luck.
it.
Where'd you go? Did you go to like Target, Walmart?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you go to just? How many do you have out there like near you? Because like, so like when I go to like cities and stuff, there's like I have to go like 3 or 4 of each if I'm going to do the hunt correctly. Did you just do like one?
Yeah, I went. Yeah, because I didn't want to miss coming on here, so
Yeah.
She prioritized us. That's very nice.
I only.
Well, one thing too is like it's only lunchtime there. You've got the rest of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the gift and a curse with being West Coast is like you message me, you need something. I'm like, I won't be home until 9 o'clock for you.
Yeah, and that's like
No, but
nighttime.
the shitty part is it's like I can't drive to a different state to go to a wrestling show. It's gonna take me fucking 8 hours.
Where in the area of California are you?
Southern.
Like, are you near like okay? That's what I'm saying. So I mean, you could go to what's it called? That the Prestige runs there often with like West Coast Pro. So
they're in Northern California.
well, no, they run in LA.
Not
West
all
Coast
of
Pro
them.
runs in San Francisco, but LA is. I mean, I figured it's closer to you, right, than San Francisco. But I mean, there's definitely shows down there that we could get you like that if you're interested in. I know most of the people down there at this point.
Yeah, a friend of mine has his own promotion, so I.
Oh, cool.
His own promotion a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
So
Cool.
yeah, it was like
Love-
TJP was on there. Oh god, don't kill me. He's part of Zack Sabre Jr.'s group.
Bad Dude Tito.
No, he has short blonde
Shane Haste?
hair, and he has orange trunks. I'm so sorry.
Saber, Zack Saber.
No, he's in.
Is it Shane
he's in
Haste?
that group. I think so. I think that's his name.
Because Shane Haste is based out of that area too.
Oh, okay.
Which shout out Epic Pro, they're running next weekend. They have Bad Dude Tito on there. They have Shane Haste on there.
Well, I don't consider this breaking news or anything news. It's just everyone in SoCal just talks about it. Recently we discovered PWG took their merchandise down on their website. So a lot of us are speculating that like it's not gonna exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If unless the Young Bucks baby
isn't their website down too? They're like full website.
No, it was still there. I went to go check a while ago, and their merchandise just was down. So you can't buy any of their DVDs anymore. Like
that's crazy.
You want a PWG DVD? It's gone. Like
really unfortunate situation with the reasoning why.
Yeah, it is, but and plus there's no arenas, there's no venues around LA that they can do.
I gotta let my blind dog out to pee. I'll be right back.
The
I
one
think like really
doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. And most of those other ones are either way too expensive or everyone runs the Don Quixote, and I don't think that's big enough for PWG. You like the glass,
and there's no parking. Everything.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's I mean, there's barely even room for like the wrestlers to change and stuff in that venue.
Oh yeah, I only went there once, and I was like, I'm never going back again because there's no parking. So, but that's just me.
Yeah.
With that, but I mean, I hope we get to see PWG back one
in some form. Yeah.
You know,
it's just tough because it's like I get like their library is so valuable right now. Like I get not wanting to like necessarily sell it, but like at this point, I'm like, I don't want anybody to necessarily run a PWG show that's not Super Dragon, but I think at this point, I'd rather have their stuff be able to be accessible at some point, whether that's through like AEW or whatever. Like, it's just kind of the thing is like, I don't necessarily need more shows. I just want more access to their stuff.
Back in the day, good stuff.
I mean, that's some SoCal news that I have. But other than that, I know there's there's a good show in San Diego.
What's
it's
that?
like GCW, premium something.
Is that the one that has Sandra versus Brooke for like the last time?
I don't know. I don't watch
it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I try to follow along with all that stuff down there. It's tough because there's just so much going on. But Scorpio Sky is getting a lot of work down there. I know he lives in that town. He's still with AEW, but he's just getting a lot of work. So he's working Epic Pro. got a big match against what's his name? Royce Isaacs, friend of the channel, Royce Isaacs, for the Epic Pro Championship on June 28th.
Bald?
Yeah, bald, another bald. Love that guy. One of my favorite bald guys. He that show also has Maya World versus Kid Bandit.
Oh, two great people right there.
Yep.
Two great
I'd be
people.
so mad if my dog just went to my room and shit when the doors are open to go outside. I have this puppy. I don't trust her. I looked over and she just came strolling from the back room while the door's open and she's been outside. I watched her walk outside a second. I'm gonna have to go back. If there's poop in my floor, I'm fucking mad.
Cory, ask ALW to book Robert Martyr. He's based out of like Orlando. That's my guy. He's coming back from Japan soon.
Everybody wants me to tell ALW to book people. I'll tell
Listen. They are. He lives by there. He's got a good reputation. He's just wrestled in Noah. I wouldn't vouch for him.
No, he's a good talent. He's a good talent.
Look at this guy putting him on the spot on air.
Listen, that's what we're here for. I'm filling dead air.
He's doing it on a text like a gentleman.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, Robert.
Primal Pro Wrestling. That's the.
Who is it?
Primal Pro Wrestling.
Oh, Primal Pro. Yeah, that's where Zarzak's from.
That's in San Diego. Yeah, that's where the San Diego.
Yes, shout out JT Matoli. He's run there. And Zarzakar.
Yeah.
Somebody say fucking wildfire, goddamn. Sorry, I had to do my Tommy Rich impression.
What were you gonna say?
It might be Dublin, though. Watch out. Sorry, I had to keep going to my Tommy Rich impression. I'm sorry.
Oh, Ben Bishop.
Hey, how about the NBA Finals? That's
no, thank you, Ben Bishop. Sorry. Moving on.
Hey, man, you need to. Why you're just a hater, bro?
I am. I will fucking sit here on camera and tell you I am a fucking Ben Bishop hater.
You know what? We have to do this.
We're gonna go play some. Did you go play goalie for the NHL?
Right? I love that joke. I love that.
Listen.
They're probably the same fucking size. I'll be honest. They're probably the same size.
Oh my god.
Motherfuckers are the same height. But yeah, the NBA Finals Game 6 is tonight. The Pacers are hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. Apparently Tyrese Halliburton. My money is on OKC tonight because Tyrese Halliburton is going to fight through a calf injury.
Bro, you know that's just like that time Dwayne Wade like hurt his shoulder and they pushed him out in a wheelchair. Oh, my leg, I'm hurt. He's gonna drop fucking 42 on him, brother. It's
I thought that was Paul Pierce.
Whatever. Dwayne Wade did it too, I'm sure.
Yeah, he did. Dwayne Wade did it too, but Paul Pierce was the one. Oh, I just had to go to the bathroom, so I told him to take me out on a wheelchair.
Well, I know that Dwayne Wade hurt his shoulder and then they wheelchaired him out. Like I'm just saying. I've seen it.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Now this
Tyrese Halliburton. I would love for the Pacers to win. I would love for the Pacers to win because if they lose, basketball's over until October, and I will be very sad.
We don't want you to be sad.
And we can also talk about how the Florida Panthers have gone. The Florida Panthers are back-to-back champions.
Man, fuck that.
I hate the Florida Panthers. So.
Nobody. I was gonna say people in Florida don't like the Florida fucking Panthers. So nobody.
No, they do. If you live in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, you love the Florida Panthers. I don't. I live in Tampa Bay. I love our Stanley Cup championships that we have here. So
that's the first time I ever heard that team.
My favorite thing about the Lightning is when they tied the record for wins in a thing and then got swept in the first round.
Yeah, they won the most regular season and then fucking got swept.
Iconic.
And they released a tweet that they released a fucking tweet that gets used every single year.
That's very Atlanta brave.
I have a question.
Two questions.
You guys are journalists, great journalists.
Some of us pretend to be.
One of us.
When is Eddie Kingston coming back? That's my question.
He's hurt.
Do we have updates on Eddie
Kingston? The last thing I heard was what he told Mike Johnson, I guess. It was like last month or whatever that
he did a video. He did a video with Cesar like 2 weeks ago on his health on YouTube.
Yeah.
And talking about his road to recovery. But yeah, he's still injured.
Working through the leg. That was bad. That leg injury was bad, so it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, it
What,
was
it's
over a
nasty.
year.
Huh?
It's been over
a year. Yeah, it's been a year.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then when
it was
Darby
nasty.
coming back?
Well, yeah, wasn't the thing that his surgery didn't take at first? Because that was the thing with Bandito too. Was Bandito's wrist injury? He had to have it twice.
Yeah, I think he had to have it twice, didn't he?
It's tough.
So,
because he tore multiple things in his leg, and it was nasty.
and broke it and broke stuff too.
Yeah. But we got 1K in here right now. Shout out to the 1K in here.
Hello.
Well,
Okay, and then Darby Allin. When is Darby Allin coming back?
Who knows at this point? He's probably still stuck on Everest.
Wait.
Who knows at this
Back
point?
down.
I'm sure he's back.
No, he did. He's back already. I was
You think
making
all
the
in?
joke
You
though,
think all
because
in he'll come back.
maybe.
Whatever the
I
next
think he would get. I think he'd get a nice pop. I'll be honest. I really am pessimistic when it comes to Hangman Page winning the championship, because I think they're still trying to give Darby Allin that big moment. But months have gone by and people don't really care anymore. So I think Hangman Page should.
I am
Do you
much
think Hangman's
lower.
gonna take the title?
Fucking hope so.
I hope so, but I'm not very confident in it.
Yeah, I would agree there.
I'm not.
They want
I'm
the
not.
mock Darby thing.
Yeah, I'm not as big of a
Yes.
Darby guy as a lot of other people, because I just also think, like, in general, like, how are you supposed to have weekly TV with a guy who can't really like cut a convincing promo even at like his best storyline? Like,
Ooh.
I just Darby.
Darby Allin.
Yeah. Because I think even those Mox promos, he was like stumbling quite a bit. That's just my personal opinion. It's not like
Sting was a crutch for his promos. Sting was.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is it was supposed to help him at the beginning, and then the moment Sting is gone, it's like, okay, now there's just Darby Allin, and you kind of move on what you're supposed to do. And to be honest, like, in my opinion, I don't think he's really developed from. I think he's the same Darby Allin we saw in 2019, as far as like in the ring goes. So that's like I said,
we could say the same thing about other wrestlers too.
Yes.
Yeah, no, most of those wrestlers I don't really like.
He said,
I mean, especially like when you look at like the pillars, quote unquote, right? Like most of those haven't really changed a whole lot.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's not like a huge indictment on anything.
Speaking of, right now on this WCW Nitro episode, we got Conan before he went NWO Conan and like fucking white wife beater Conan when he's still wearing the tassels and the like bright color gear against Mr. JL, which is Jerry Lynn in a mask. So wild stuff happening on WCW.
I've actually never gone back and looked at a lot of that.
Let me let my puppy in, or my dog in. She's crying.
Jerry Lynn.
Come on in. Get in here. Ow.
Oh, we got something in the chat.
I see Corey's still in the chat, which is nice. Just talking. Darby versus Moxley is going to end with interference from the Death Riders, Dustin and Sammy, Sting, and Mount Everest himself, who worked for Cody.
Hey, we're at 1,000 viewers now.
That's what I said. We're at 1K. We're having fun.
See, here's my thing. I'm pretty sure that like that the count adds like people that have seen it but like aren't watching it currently, because the number never goes down.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
It's live. It's live currently,
dude. But the number never goes down.
I had to ask StreamYard. It's live. It's live currently.
But no, if you highlight it right now, I can tell you
that
928 people are on the Bodyslam, have watched on the Bodyslam Twitter.
Yeah.
But the number never goes down.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a fake propaganda.
That's how many are on there.
It
goes down on my watch-alongs a lot. It goes down on my watch-alongs a lot. I can tell you that right now.
I'm telling you right now, the numbers aren't going. I'm watching the numbers
steadily
go up.
My watch-alongs go down.
Dude, all right.
Yeah, because if you look at Twitter, it says 4.5. It says 4.5K people have looked at it on Twitter, but we have 1,035 right now. So
Which
Dang. What kind of people are exist?
which dog
Oh,
do you want me to
yeah.
ask? Which dog do you want me to ask? I have 3 we can check out.
What dog?
I have 3 dogs. He's asking
What are
which
their
dog.
names?
Well, the puppy that we've seen was Foley. She's outside. She better.
Oh.
My blind dog that I just let in from peeing and pooping outside. Her name is Cinnamon, and the cranky old man dog. His name is Hero with an I, Hiro. He's over there, and it's both of them. So we don't ask the child because she has a child's opinion. Is that what you're saying? The child puppy?
Oh, what's going on with Britt Baker? What's an update with Britt Baker?
We at the house.
at the beach.
She's at the beach. She's at the house.
She's at the beach.
She got teeth to clean, bro.
I need my teeth cleaned.
Hang on, Cinnamon. Who do you think Hangman's gonna win?
Sounds like a whole lot of nothing.
Cinnamon does.
Yeah, there is a whole lot of
Cinnamon
nothing.
thinks Hangman is gonna win. Hero
Even the
is not
the
a
locker
Hangman,
room.
so Hero doesn't think it's split.
Yeah, nobody knows anything that's going on.
Yeah,
with her.
yeah. Even the locker room has
It's
no
just-
idea
it's
what's
a-
going on with Britt Baker.
She's just at home, doing her thing.
Okay.
I've been told the locker room's pretty pleasant and happy though. So
I've heard the same thing. So
take that for what you will.
Yep.
A lot
I heard
happier
the-
than it used to be. A lot
well,
more.
it's funny because the women's division, from my understanding and what I've been told, is very like united right now, and everybody's
which
like
it didn't
getting-
used to be, which is
Well, listen, I'm saying outside of that, it's just funny that they're still like united and together, but then still apparently largely unhappy with like direction and booking and stuff like that, and just not necessarily like lies, but like they're told like something will happen down the line, and then it keeps getting pushed back, and then eventually you haven't
A
done
2.5 hour program last night only had 10 minutes worth of women content. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
10 minutes. 10 minutes between a wrestling match and a segment. So
I mean, a 4-hour show had 15 minutes of women's wrestling.
exact. It's very up and down when it comes to the women booking in AEW. Same with WWE. The booking of women outside of NXT is
That's
very
what I'm saying. The
inconsistent.
2 hours, I don't mind. You can add more women to the 2 hours.
Yep.
Very
I mean, if you look at the
inconsistent.
last week's card had what, 3 women's matches on that show and a segment.
On which one?
Yeah.
On AEW.
Yeah, and I mean, like it's funny because
they still were only featured like 30 minutes out of the whole 4 hours with that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like it. The thing is, like, it doesn't always have to be like an exact split between, like, everyone gets 2 hours or whatever, an hour each show. Like, it just has to really show commitment and like it, to the like longevity of the division moving forward. They have to start building like placement and to see, because my least favorite thing about what AEW does is they'll bring in someone from like that's normally on Ring of Honor. They'll win a couple TV matches, and then they build them to challenge for a title. They lose the title match at a pay-per-view, and then they're gone another 4 months. It's like right now that it's like that's what the projection, or like a new person comes in, like Tekla. It happened with like Taya when she came in, and all these people like win 3 matches in a row, go to the pay-per-view, lose, go to Ring of Honor.
I would just like to know why your Ring of Honor.
Oh, they got to him. They got him. Tony Khan took him down.
What happened? Did you lose him?
I guess. Tony Khan was like,
"It wasn't me that time. It wasn't me that time."
That's funny.
We'll go back to this for now.
That's awesome.
We'll go to that for now. Anyway.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I still love about AEW, but I think there's just so much more room for, like, there's always room for improvement, right? And you can always like ask for and hope for better without like it being like this large criticism of the company.
What were you gonna say, Corey?
Before StreamYard cut me off,
I said Tony Khan got you. He took care of you.
StreamYard got me. StreamYard got me. But no, I was saying with Athena, why did you have her show up for one match against Mercedes on AEW programming and then just relegate her right back to Ring of Honor, where she didn't appear for over a month? After the Mercedes match, she did not appear on Ring of Honor for over a month. She did not. So it's just the women.
I think they're just giving the fans what they want to see, and they're not doing
it's
that. It's that match is what the fans wanted at All In, and it's not happening there. So they got that match on television, which was probably one of the best matches of the year. We got it on free television, and then she disappeared again.
Right.
My understanding is that that's the match that Mercedes and Athena wanted.
The fans
But-
wanted also. The fans
Yeah,
also
but-
wanted. But Tony Khan wanted Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
And
And see, that's
of
another
course-
thing is 'cause I don't like it when it happens. I don't like it when it happens to WWE or like anything. Like I hate the mid card person going for the belt. Like I think it makes sense in this situation with Mercedes' whole storyline, but it does just like take up a whole mid card storyline that's available just to like combine them.
Yeah.
So it's a lot
She-
easier to justify only giving
she
him 10
has
minutes when you're
what?
doing that.
She has what now? Six
Six belts.
belts. She's gonna end up
You think
dropping
she's gonna
all of
win it?
them. I think Tony Storm's going over. I'll be honest.
Really? I
Yeah,
disagree.
Tony Khan loves him some Tony Storm. I think, and Tony Storm is the betting favorite right now. So
See,
I
but
think Tony
here's the thing,
Storm
though,
is
is
going over.
if Tony wins, what's the next step for her?
That's
She's
the
already
best
been
question
a
that you can
championship.
ask.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the thing.
Because the same thing is with Mercedes though. If she wins the title, she's gonna have 7 belts. What the hell is she gonna do with 7 belts?
But there's still a
Ask
storyline.
Ultimo
to be played
Dragon
out.
the same question, motherfucker.
There's still a storyline that can play out with Mercedes about losing it and then losing herself and like kind of going in crazy and like losing that drive of what she, like
She's
winning matches and
definitely-
losing confidence.
she-
There's plenty of stuff you can do with her. With Tony, there's really nothing else you can do with her. Like if she has the title, she's already beaten everybody. I mean, just in the small time Mariah May had the title. Like I know people were like she wasn't on TV much, and that's completely fair. But she also beat everybody. I mean, I was at that fucking awkward press conference where nobody had anything to ask her, and she was going through like because the only person that asked her something was me, and I said like you've already basically beaten anybody with 6, and she didn't really have an answer. She had like a kayfabe one, but like they had no challengers lined up for her. She's already beaten pretty much everybody they had like as a contender.
They have such a deep women's division, but they stuff most of them on Ring of Honor, which is why I would like to see some of the talent that they have on Ring of Honor brought to AEW television for new competitors, new challengers, because they need it. They need
Queen
it.
Queen on TV every week. I want like Lady Frost on TV more
I
often.
wish that was the case, but we know that's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that was the case, but we know that's not gonna happen with her because of the fact that she's relegated to Ring of Honor also. Sucks.
Shout out Lady Frost.
No, her too.
Yep.
Good Lord. We got all this women's talent that is relegated to Ring of Honor that you can have on AEW television, creating new storylines and new stuff there. But instead, you want to stick them all on Ring of Honor.
Could you imagine the way that people would get behind Billy Starks on TV?
She needs to be on television immediately.
She did on television like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She was 18.
This entire minion storyline, I understand her being a minion to Athena, and I thought that the payoff was going to be her beating Athena for the title, but I think that Thunder Rosa is going to be the one that beats her for the title the next month. I think that's what's going to happen, and I hope that's what elevates Athena to AEW television. But I'm not very optimistic that's going to happen. I don't think Athena is going to make it to AEW television like everybody wants. And that's sad. That's very sad because she's one of the best women in the entire world. One of the best women's wrestlers in the entire world. And she's not featured regularly on AEW television as a AEW contracted wrestler.
You know how much work she puts into the Texas scene as well? Like she's helping run that all-woman show. She trains a lot of them. She lets a lot of the girls use her stuff for free. She's helping run those helping like all of the TJPW shows that are happening in Texas are going to be off of like her school. I believe it's her ring, all that kind of stuff. Like she does so much. And so it just breaks my heart to not see her like given that, like, but she's really earned, to be honest. Like that's the thing is like, it's like, oh, give her a chance or anything. Like she's one of the only wrestlers where I'm like, she's fucking earned this. And like, I don't understand why it hasn't come yet.
Yeah, it's a weird situation with her. I just don't understand because she's the face of the Ring of Honor women's division, but she's been the champion for 3 years now. You can let
every other champion has been on TV consistently from Ring of Honor.
She's been champion for 3 years now, and she's made very little.
Ring of Honor champion for 3 years.
Yeah, almost 3 years.
That as a storyline?
No. Yeah. All they're doing is the social media posts. They made social media posts about her being champion for 900 days, but that's about it. Yeah, that's about it.
No, that's a freaking storyline right there. She could become, if she wanted to, turn into a heel and say nobody can't beat me because it's been.
I mean, it's kind of
that's basically what she is.
She's been champion for so long. She's gone back and forth on that being her character like 3 different times in this run.
That's
Yeah,
basically.
Okay, people don't bully me because I don't watch everything.
No. I'm just. It's not like to correct you. It's just to say like that's just more of a point to what we're saying is like how silly this whole thing is.
Yeah, not you guys, just the people who are watching. It's like
yeah, that's how long it's really been for her in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And her diehard fans are really getting sick of it. They're sick of her being stuck on Ring of Honor.
The wrestlers are getting sick of it.
Yeah, she's somebody that should be on television every single week. Doesn't matter the promotion, whether it's AEW. You could put her. Hell, I want to see her go wrestle in Japan. Have her go to somewhere in Japan. I would love to see it. I told you StreamYard is having a problem. It kicked her.
StreamYard, I think you did it. I think she left because you were being mean to her, bro.
I wasn't being mean about nothing. What's she talking about, Willis?
You were being mean, man. Why you gotta be mean?
What's she talking about, Willis?
Spoke over her all day. Why do you hate women, Corey? Is it your hair that hates women?
You're gonna get me in trouble.
Oof.
You're gonna get me in trouble. And
well, to be fair, was it Cassidy was the one saying earlier that he was afraid of Mexico?
Oh, yeah, yes, he did.
So I'm just saying, like I'm a unproblematic king.
I
don't know about you being unproblematic either. So.
Yeah, because I said fuck Ben Bishop. That's the same as racism or sexism to you guys.
It's not racism. It's like
that's equality.
It's a scary
fuck Ben Bishop.
It's a scary place, bro.
Oh my god. No, to be fair, Ospreay literally said he was afraid of wrestling in Mexico until like he got to AEW.
Yeah, so like he's allowed to say it, but I can't.
To be fair, I think Ospreay got away with it because he said a lot stupider things on
I've
like
said a
live
lot stupider things on live TV than that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hart is Bishop phobic.
Hey,
oh my god.
I told you, StreamYard kicks you.
I said it was Corey's fault for hating women, and I was going to roll with that.
Yeah,
he's gonna get me in trouble.
I just saw.
You can just look at his hair hates women more than he does, though.
Mark tweeted, not at anybody. Mark tweeted, "Fuck you, Hart. I am immortal."
Wow.
Good lord! Yeah, this is. I'm having fun today. This is a hell of an episode.
It's been a long one. Hey, I was wondering.
I don't have anything better to do today. It's thunderstorming outside right now.
When do you guys want me to open these bad boys? Huh?
Oh, when we're closing the show. We ain't closing it yet.
What we got here? We got Garchomp.
How many packs do you have in there?
This is the Cynthia's Garchomp EX Premium Collection box. It contains one full art promo card, 2 foil cards, and then the like standees with a backdrop display, a sticker, 6 booster packs. So we're opening 6 packs of cards, and a Pokemon Live card.
I'll be right back while we do this.
We're not doing it now.
Where did you get?
Oh, sorry.
We're not doing that, bitch. And you're going to be here when I do it.
Well, no, okay. I don't know how much longer we're going, but I do have to go in a little bit.
How much longer do you have?
Probably like 15.
Corey, are we going to make him watch me do this, and then we can like fucking keep talking about shit after he leaves?
If you want to, yeah, if you want to.
Hey, I'm free all day. I got nothing else to do. I'm enjoying.
I got a thunderstorm going on outside.
It's 4 o'clock, and we've still got to do a watch along. Oh, watch along.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, watch along. Huh?
We can do it tonight before.
We already told people at the beginning of the show we were doing it when this was over.
You guys want to hear a Goldberg quote that just came out?
You only get one view.
I saw the Goldberg quote about him being
50% of me is better than 99% of the pricks on the planet.
That fucking guy.
I should just tag wrestlers and be like, he got your ass.
He also said at 58 years old, if I have to go in there hobbled, if I have to go in there 30 pounds lighter, I don't give a shit because I have a point to make.
This is why you love him. See, you should tag Corey and just retweet like, this is why Corey Hayes loves Goldberg.
He's still a better wrestler than Ben Bishop, so.
He loves Goldberg.
I just realized you guys have the same initials.
That's their initial.
Yeah. Austin Theory cutting the promo on Twitter. Nice.
Who gives a shit?
I love me some Austin Theory.
I'm not gonna. I almost said some things about the speaking out.
Bodyslam has been served a cease and desist.
Yeah, I was like, let me just stop talking for a split second.
Oh, hey, or maybe we'll get another media strike from another wrestler.
Oh Lord Jesus! Bro, let's not even get into that.
I went off this week for that shit.
You are now because I don't know what happened. So tell me.
Mandy Rose keeps sending fucking copyright violation claims against Bodyslam, and I have to fucking deal with it like every day.
Yeah.
That's why
Things that like mention her name or like even her WWE name that she doesn't have rights to.
Yeah, it's like Mandy Rose like is released from WWE, so I get a copyright claim against that article or any article that mentions Mandy Rose. She like files a copyright violation against it. So.
Really?
And she does it on other websites as well. But the problem with that is it affects your Google ranking. It affects your Google search fucking performance. It affects your ad ability because now like your top ad clients aren't going to fucking bid for your ads. So, and it even tells you at the top that it affects your fucking money. So she's probably like fucked my revenue up by 80-90% since this has been happening, which has happened.
Yep.
Like November. So, fuck her. That's my thoughts there.
That's your thoughts every day regarding.
Can't wait for.
Well, it's hard not to when you're getting these emails every fucking day.
Every day, and I have to fucking file appeal letters every fucking day for every article. It's annoying. Yeah, it's annoying, and it fucks me up. It fucks up our Google performance like tremendously. Like,
We'll do it better. Report her.
You can't. How can I report her? She didn't have a website that reports stuff. And I can't report her OnlyFans or something because I can't do that either. Because like,
you can say it's your content.
Speaking of
she's showing online.
Speaking of problematic wrestlers, it looks like that Davey Richards is coming back.
Huh?
Yeah. CCW, your home state. Oh, I guess this one's in Nashville, actually. But yeah, Davey Richards versus Chase Stevens.
I think surprising with CCW. They're just.
Wait a minute. What CCW is it?
It's close to the one that AJ Francis wrestles at a lot.
And it's in Nashville?
Nashville. Yeah, that's why I was thrown off by that, too.
Why are they in Nashville?
Good. Hey, Ben Bishop's on that card.
Hey!
Oh, wow, what a surprise.
Friend of the program.
I bet he won't speak up against being on a card with a accused fucking domestic violence abuser.
Hey, Richard,
I bet he keeps his mouth shut on that one. But he'd be like, oh, indie wrestlers be like,
This guy.
Fuck that guy.
Michael Jordan fans.
Yeah, I agree with that guy. I agree with this guy, Mr. Universe Gal. I like your style already. Man, yeah, I'm not
gonna lie, he's cooking.
Go Duke, brother.
To be fair with Michael Jordan fans, like I feel like half of the like Michael Jordan fans that are around right now are like people who didn't actively watch back then, but just are like, well, that was when I was young, so that means it's good. It's the same way that people talk about music or TV, where like just because they were growing up around that time, they're like, it was better.
He's not. He's kind of a dick, but whatever.
Well, that's what I've heard. Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I remember going to
North Carolina
because they had basketball camps when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I was like I played every sport. I was athletic when I was younger, and I would go to basketball camp. And he was a fucking asshole. And it's like, we paid money for this.
You ever hear that story from Kevin Garnett?
To fucking be here. No, oh, what? Which one?
So Kevin Garnett has a story about when he was it was like his senior year, and he was deciding whether or not he was going to go to college or go pro. And he went to some training camp in like Chicago, and like there was a bunch of people around this like these glass doors. And he looks over and it's like Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, a bunch of other like athlete guys, like pro players, like playing some pickup game, and like, oh, just a crowd of people watching. And he's like 7 foot tall at the time because he's a senior in high school. And someone like points him out and is like, let that guy in. So Kevin Garnett goes in there and plays, and he's like, I'm put up against Scottie Pippen, and like Jordan's just like talking shit like, oh yeah, Pippen doesn't think you're shit. Pippen doesn't do this. Like, go at him. And he's like, he's making me go at his own teammate. And he's like, I'm like, by the end of it, it's like, I fucking hate Scottie Pippen and I'm destroying him. And then it was like, in that moment, I was like, oh, I can play pro. Cause I just was like pushing up against like the best defensive player in the league. And he's like, but Michael Jordan like pushed him to do that just by being like a dick.
Yeah. And he probably had money on it.
Yeah. It just made me laugh. Kevin Garnett has a lot of really good stories.
Oh, solid.
Okay. All right.
That's so good. This guy, you guys are missing out. I wish you guys could all see the group chat stuff.
Let's just start inviting fans into the group chat.
I wish I could fire Hart. But what they can do is they can join the Discord, and then they can all be
true.
Part
Very
of
true.
Of the staff group chat.
Very true.
The LA Dodgers should not have to put out this statement.
Oh, I saw that.
What statement?
I fucking hate the world right now.
The Dodgers should not have to put out this statement on their social media.
What statement? Read it. Show it. Let me see it. What
This morning, ICE agents came to Dodger Stadium and requested permission to access the parking lots. They were denied entry to the grounds by the organization.
Okay, good for Dodgers.
ICE is trying to take over there.
Yeah, but they told the girl do not speak Spanish. Heard about that one?
Yeah, I'll tell you, a lot of the LA-based indie promotions have slowed down ticket sales compared to their shows last year. Like every single one of them.
Scared.
People are afraid to go out of their houses. Yeah.
People are terrified.
No one's scared to go to an independent wrestling show in LA. They're just not promoting it because there's not many out here.
Basketball.
I'm telling you, I talked directly to my promoter. Their ticket sales like stopped on with June 7th.
There was a recent show during the riots, like on 16th Street.
No, I'm not saying people are like normal. Like I'm not saying that like everybody is afraid to walk around LA. I know LA's not like that's a propaganda thing. Like LA's not like burning to the ground or anything like that. I'm saying like two of the promotions that I know have like a big Latino like fan base. And they're like have less ticket sales right now that they did in comparison to the last couple shows and the show last year that was the same show.
Where do you live?
And you're worried about?
I live in Oregon, but like I said, I'm friends with a bunch of the promoters down in LA, and that's just what both of them have told me. They're from a firsthand. That's just what they're comparing.
It's a shitty situation right now.
Yeah. So
across the entire United States of America.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
Corey, you said you had nothing to do for the rest of the day?
No, because it's thunderstorming.
Cool. So what that means is you're going to do this watch along with us when this ends. You're just going to pivot.
I'm going to watch WCW.
We don't know what we're watching yet.
No.
That's the fun.
Please no WCW.
You can't. You got to watch whatever the fuck the duck race wins.
All right, fuck it. I'm watching whatever the fuck then.
Yeah. Whatever the duck chooses, we watch.
Oh, we pick some options to choose from, and then we put them in a duck race.
Excuse me?
And then the duck race determines whoever wins the duck race.
All right, this is gonna be fun. I guess I'm gonna have fun with this.
I'm gonna put in some solid WCW shows. I'm gonna put in some solid ECW shows, and we're gonna see what wins.
Put some WWF in there.
Sure.
Can we watch some World Wrestling Federation?
Let's watch some Joshi. Let's go.
Do you got links to good Joshi? We'll put that in
I have plenty of stuff.
Are you going to join us for the watch? You got to go.
Absolutely not. I do have to go, yeah. But
look at this guy trying to fucking spearhead.
I want you guys to watch Joshi. I've already fucking seen it.
Trying to spearhead the whole. I've already seen all the WCW and ECW, brother. Be part.
I know, and that's why you shouldn't be watching it.
He does it because he likes to have and torture himself.
For love of the game.
So funny.
Ain't no love of the game with that.
The Giant is on TV right now with Jimmy Hart.
You know why I stopped watching WWE in 2010?
Because it sucked.
Yeah, it was fucking awful. But they did like the special guest host for a long time, and then what made me drop it was like Jeff Hardy left, and then Sheamus won the WWE title. But when Jack Swagger won the World Heavyweight title, I literally was like, I'm never watching this fucking show again. I stopped watching for 7 years.
Yeah,
sure. Jeff Hardy left.
Wait, what'd you say?
Who?
Why do you hate Sheamus?
Why do you hate Sheamus?
Oh, I didn't. Well, when I was young, I just wasn't a big fan of him. Like I was literally 14 years old.
Is it because you hate Irish people, like you were talking about?
See, I told you. I said that's my agenda. I'm sticking to it.
How old are you?
How old am I now? At the time?
No, how old are you right now?
I just turned 32 weeks ago.
32 weeks ago or 30? 32 weeks ago?
32 weeks ago. Yeah, exactly on the dot. 32 weeks ago, I turned.
I just turned 32 weeks ago. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I'll be
on June 7th. I turned 30 years old.
Okay, there we go.
I used to argue with fans on like forums and be like,
"Oh, that shocks me."
I would be mad about them, mad about like their love for this like little nerd guy, Bryan Danielson, and I was like, that guy fucking sucks. He's like a little indie geek. And I was like, Evan Bourne's the future of WWE. And, in the long run, I think I've been proven pretty wrong about that one.
Yeah, that aged well.
Oh, yeah, I make fun of myself for it all the time. But that's why when Evan Bourne comes out of a hotel, I'm like, my hero. 29 years old geeking out.
Yeah.
I was probably on the same forums as Tony.
I'll be the big 3-0 in 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, literally. I mean, I was on these forums from I used to be in these things called the xat.com/WWE. They were like little chat rooms. I found that out in the 6th grade, which would have been like 2006, 7. And I was in there. I just met a friend at the show in Portland that I had for the first time. I met him in 17 years we've been friends.
Well,
Met him on an
cool.
online chat room.
Just from
Damn,
friends.
Unc. So true.
I remember AOL chat rooms. I'm with you.
Hey, I'd have
Did you have that dial up?
I had to
Oh,
ask Jeeves what CM Punk was.
Ash Jeeves. Yep. I did have I'm playing RuneScape on dial-up. That was a big one.
RuneScape was crazy.
Oh, I'm still playing RuneScape, brother.
RuneScape? Oh my god, I haven't heard that in years.
You got to come join our guild, guys. We still play.
No.
It's fun.
RuneScape was
You sounded so dismissive. No,
I was playing Club Penguin and shit. And fucking
Club Penguin is not my thing. I did do Neopets early.
We should do a TWE fucking thing here on this.
That'd be fun. Yeah,
I've
do
got that
that
on my other computer. We should do that. I
haven't bought it yet. I'll have to buy it, but that'd be fun. Just do like a Bodyslam.
I have it.
Because it's multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just all run a promotion. That'd be fun.
Figure it out. No, or just like we make decisions as a group and then.
Oh, I see.
Process
Yeah, but I'm gonna be like, don't push Seamus. Why don't you push my indie friend that's 24 years old and from the West Coast?
First of all, I was doing this with Fightful for a while. With Jeremy did it for a little bit on that channel, and we were doing like 1992 WCW. And let me tell you, George South was getting pushed to the moon, brother.
That's so funny. It's gonna be like current modern day. I'm gonna be like, yeah, Johnny Robbie should be beating Charlotte Flair for the title on WrestleMania, her debut match. Shout out Johnny Robbie.
We'll do some of that.
That'd be fun. Yeah,
no, I've got it on my computer, so I'm sure we could find a way to get it on everybody.
Damn, they walked up that big hill from Dodger Stadium.
They did what?
So the hill to Dodger Stadium is like a mission, right?
Mm-hmm.
So seeing the reports, they're like walking up the hill. Like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, they're trying. They're
Walking does suck.
They're trying to block everything off
What?
to Dodger Stadium, and it's ridiculous.
Walking sucks. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take this fuck.
Only been
I
Dodger
gotta take this
Stadium.
dog to the lake. My
Yeah,
puppy's
it's
in puppy school.
Like, this is boring. No one's watching the game. No one's talking. That's how it
Nobody's
is.
watching.
Nobody watches the game.
Oh, Dodger games?
Yeah, nobody. They all just chit chat, and then when they hear something exciting, they all cheer. And I'm like, you guys weren't even paying attention.
That's baseball fans though. That's usually how baseball goes. If you're at any baseball stadium, you look around, like most people aren't watching the game.
I got bored. I'm like, I'm never coming to a Dodgers.
Like, have you seen like
every
like Joshi wrestler that comes to America, like is in LA, like they'll go to a Dodgers game and just like scream for Ohtani. Like there's that picture of EO like freaking the fuck out for him.
Well, yeah, because they went to Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just really cool. Like I just love like he has like how much they support him, and like every girl that comes here is like super supportive. It's awesome.
What I'll tell you, Japanese baseball is so much fun.
I've never seen
in
it.
Japan. Japanese baseball in Japan is so much fun.
Oh, that's where Japanese baseball is? In Japan?
Oh shit, I thought it was in Korea.
That makes more sense now. No wonder you didn't know.
Yeah.
I remember
during COVID, the Korean baseball organization was the only league doing sports.
Was that the Korean baseball organization in Korea?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that one's in America actually.
It's South Korea.
Gotcha.
In South Korea, yes.
Thank you for clarifying which Korea also. Yeah, that was really helpful too.
Yeah, the northern.
This whole time I thought you were talking about the North Korea Baseball Association.
They play
Japanese baseball is in Istanbul.
All right, Cassidy, open your goddamn Pokemon cards. I gotta go.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got this Garchomp box. You guys like it here? We got the Cynthia's Garchomp EX box. It's got this promo card right here that's pretty dope, and then these other two foils. So let's open it up. So
where'd you buy those at?
I think I found this at Target the other day. I think this is at Target. So we're going to take the packs out. I don't remember what packs are in this one. I think I saw a Journey Together. I know there's 2 Destined Rivals packs. I think I saw a Journey Together. But I don't know what else is.
Oh no.
Here's the live promo code for anybody that needs it or wants it.
I'll promo you.
Hey, speaking of, did you tell your sister I said what's up?
Bye.
Damn.
Oh my
No, I
God.
mean, this is the thing, too. I'm always like, tell your sister I said, hey, and he won't do it.
Bye.
Why the fuck do you think?
Because he's an asshole. He's a hater. Bro.
Oh my God.
Bye.
He's a hater. It's got this thing in it, too. It's got these little stand-em-ups.
Oh, there's stickers.
No, these aren't stickers. These are like little. You pop these little plastic things out and you put them on the little base, and they're just little stand-up figures.
Oh.
And then you can set them up, and this is your background. And you just display them in front of this. So these guys like all that. Yeah. So we got that. Let me get the promo cards out here and look at those because that one I think is actually kind of valuable. If you get it graded well.
Hey, y'all, follow us. Follow us at bodyslam.net on all social media. Follow us
All the social medias. And plug yourself while I'm trying to get this
on
shit out.
Twitch,
On the Twitch, which isn't
Twitter,
right at the bottom, but
Subscribe to our Patreon for $5 a month.
which everybody should if you want all the breaks.
Patreon.
All right, so here
Follow
is
Cassidy,
the promo card. It's actually a pretty dope looking card. See it?
follow Cory at Cory Hayes 407.
So that one's actually
Follow
that's,
Hart.
all right. So what packs do we get? Oh, yeah, so we got 2 packs.
This man didn't even put his ad on the fucking screen.
Oh, trust me, I have no fucking idea how to do that. So,
In the box, we got 2 packs of Destined Rivals.
oh my settings, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you first log in, it says. Put
Oh, when I first log in, yeah, that makes sense.
1 pack of
I'm
Journey
dumb as
Together.
shit.
Nice.
There were 3 packs of Paradox Rift. So we're going to open the Paradox Rift first. Let's see.
I haven't opened a Pokemon card since 1999.
Do you still have your old ones? Because I will take them off your hand.
No.
Mine are gone too. Somebody sold them. Thanks, Grandma.
No, like I was a kid, I was playing with them, and then
Did you actually play the game when you were young?
No, I just collected cards.
No.
Yeah, see,
I just
same
watched
here.
the
Yeah,
cards.
I remember
wanna
we
play
we used to collect them, and then like one friend in the neighborhood was like, "Let's play the actual game," and we're like, "No, fucking nerd! What are you talking about?"
Reverse hollow.
See, that one's beautiful.
And then, damn, just hollows.
Steelix.
So
Hell yeah.
no hits in that one. No hits, just hollows and reverse. I should have weighed them on my fucking scales, which is totally not for anything illegal. And just to see how much they weigh. See if I can guess which packs are gonna have hits in them. So let's see. We'll go to the last 3. We'll go to the last 3.
Should I DoorDash?
All right. So what we got here? We got that guy.
Should I DoorDash these?
I wonder if you probably can to like
Another
Best Buy or
hollow.
something.
What's that?
She's asking if she could DoorDash them. I said probably through like Best Buy or something.
DoorDash what?
The cards.
It's I don't know because it's hard to find them. See, the problem is they don't have them in stores very often. It's hard to find cards in stores. So
When I was seeing my friend last week, he was telling me that he was looking for I don't play Magic, but he was looking for the Final Fantasy. Yeah, so he was looking for that. So he found a couple packs of those.
I got 2 packs here. I don't know if I've got anything in it. Ask him what's a fucking hit because I bought 2 packs the other day because I found them in the store. I don't know if I got anything.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
I got these 2 that I think are good, but I don't fucking know what I'm looking for. Hey man, you can't win unless you try or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Here, let me show you my.
Well, we might have something in this one. I kind of actually might have snuck a peek. So let's see what we got. These 3 cards in the hits. We got a fucking reverse hollow. Boom. An EX. What is that?
Let's see how much money you're gonna make today.
What's that? Wait.
Here's my little Boba Fett. You see Boba or Jango Fett? Is it Jango Fett? We me and my friends play this little Star Wars game, and I buy stuff here and there, and then all of a sudden, my little collection thing is worth like $8 grand now.
What is it?
So there's these little Star Wars miniatures. It's for a game that got discontinued after Disney.
I got
I remember those
stable keychain.
Yeah. Ooh, that's fucking awesome.
It is actually awesome.
I
That's
covered
sick.
the WWF because I don't think that's allowed.
I'll buy Corey.
Is that allowed?
You're allowed. We don't care.
But
This is
Bye,
a lot.
Corey.
that's awesome.
Why
That
why
is
did
really
Corey
cool.
leave? Why did we do that? We're just gonna leave
I,
him
didn't-
back.
I never opened it.
Even if he's here, we're just
I bought
don't know if you
this
took
in
it.
I bought it in Las Vegas.
Did you buy it from one of those collector people that were like there, or like did you go to a store?
it fucks
No,
up
it was in a store. It was
the-
in Fremont in one of the stores.
That's awesome. That's
And
really really cool.
They had sales. What is that?
So nothing in Paradox Rift. Let's check Journey Together. Journey Together.
The stop sign, WWF stop sign.
Oh,
There's Ahsoka.
Have you
Tano.
made any money yet?
This is Ahsoka, General Ahsoka. You just buy these little things here and there for $5, and then all of a sudden you appraise your thing and it's worth $10,000. And you're like, oh, I did not expect that.
Let's see.
I used to collect WWE magazines, and I still have them all. And the oldest
That's
one I have
awesome.
is a 05.
Another
A long
EX
time ago.
of the Luza EX out of Journey Together. So we've got 2 EXs. No big hits yet, but decent ones. Let's see what else we got. We got 2 packs of Dustin Rogers to go. That's the newest set. So let's see what we got out of that. Let's see what we got. Let's see which one feels heavier. This
Bam!
one definitely feels heavier.
Oh, that's
That's what I-
beautiful.
This one's got the hits in it. Ooh, what is that?
I-
Raw magazine. Nice.
I would be able to get one every 3 months when we go to like a Walmart. You know when they used to have like all the magazines at checkout or whatever. I would be able to convince my mom to buy me one like every once in a while. But I remember I had
No,
like
I
the
buy everyone.
You-
Everyone. This is the
That's
oldest
awesome.
one I have. This is from 2005.
Right, so
oh.
Yeah,
So I have a lot of
I will be right back.
over
I have a lot of
Okada.
07. A lot of 07, 08.
Oh,
Ooh, what is that one?
A Rapska EX. So we got another EX. So we're just hitting EXs today so far.
That's a
Hopefully.
pretty card.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's probably not worth much. But we got one more pack. Maybe there'll be something in that. Let's try. If not, so far I've not made my money back on this box.
Oh, it's their AEW 300, not the 500 show. It's a 300 show.
What did you spend on it?
The box.
What did
Yeah.
you spend on that box?
I think it was
Yeah.
like, I think it was like $40. It was like $40.
Hey, you taking a risk. Trying
Hey,
to get
man.
your money.
Hey man, you never know.
Happy Juneteenth.
We got another.
Yes. Yes, Zach.
Follow.
Ooh, you got a
Another
sandwich.
follow. And
Wait, that's a Pokemon, a sandwich?
it was a trainer card. And
Okay, I have to go, guys. Bye.
See you, buddy.
Okay, bye.
Adios.
And let's go back to trios. And let's pick up yeah, so it was Arbin Sandwich. It was a trainer card. It heals 30 damage to my active Pokemon. So nothing real good today. So I didn't hit anything, Corey, as usual, really, other than 3 EXs.
Every show we don't get a fucking thing on here. We're gonna hit the jackpot someday.
One day I'm going to hit something big on the show, but it has not happened yet.
We're gonna hit the jackpot someday, and then we're never gonna have to do a show again.
Well, that's what you're here for. You're going to make us rich on the Patreon, so we don't have to do much more, right? Right?
Sometimes.
Right. Anyway, what else is new? Anything else to talk about before we call it a fucking day?
We're calling it a day just to go live again. So
Yeah, guys. So what we're gonna do is anybody that's actually here paying attention, and if anybody's actually watching this with us,
Do we still have 1,000 views? Or...
I'm
1177.
telling you right now, they're not live watching. He thinks they are, but I don't think so.
I had to ask StreamYard. They told me it is.
I don't believe it. But for all of you that are watching, stay. And the one person that is watching on the Twitch, whoever is over there on Twitch, hang out. We will be back over there on the Twitch shortly. Corey, you're going to plug the Bodyslam Twitch on all your stuff. We'll get everybody over there here in a few. We're going to be watching.
I'll absolutely do that.
We're going to
I'm
be
gonna
watching.
put it on my Twitch too, because fuck it, why not?
So we're going to be watching small stuff. So let's just do this. While we're in here, let's pick some years as a group right now with these guys. What years do you?
Chat. Give us.
There's somebody in the chat. Give us some years to choose from. Or WCW.
I have a year in my head.
What year do you want?
1997.
97. And I will pull from only 1997 with the choices I put on the screen. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be watching something.
Are we doing just 1 year?
We can do whatever you want. Do you want 97 and 99 or through 99?
That. What year do you want to do?
You see that, Cass?
Fine with me. I will do 90. I'll do 98. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. So, yeah, cool. Keep an eye out for the CML piece that Cory's going to do for the Patreon soon. And we will be watching something from the years 1997, 1998, or 1999 WCW, WWF, or ECW style here very soon on the Twitch. Give me
97 through 99.
Yeah, so one of those 3 years. We'll be over there in just a few. It'll take me a second to compile a list and to put it up on the fucking duck race. But what we will do,
we're going to take a break and then get back on.
We're going to take a break and get back on. So I will send you guys I'll send us a new feed thing. But you guys, we'll see you guys soon on Twitch.
Well, before we go, we got to plug our socials and everything.
Plug your social, then get at it, dog.
No, I'm plugging yours. Look, he's the asshole. He's the asshole known as Casshole all across social media.
I will wrap it up. You start.
Go. You. No, I'm plugging you right now.
Brother, I'm telling you to start.
No, I'm doing if you want to go ahead and follow me across all social media except for TikTok. It's right there because TikTok won't allow an underscore. So my TikTok is the same except for without the underscore. But every other thing, if you want to follow me, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, it's the same. It's Cory_Hayes 407. You can give me a follow. Go ahead and subscribe to the Bodyslam Patreon, $5 a month. You help us support the team. All the good stuff that we've got going on there. I'm trying to drop exclusives at least a few times a week myself. Like I said,
we're all going to be trying to drop exclusives. But yeah, we got interviews.
No, but me, I'm trying to drop from myself exclusives a few times just so that people, if you're subscribing based off of me, I'm going to give back to you hopefully. So, and then like I said, I have some interviews that I'm lining up right now in the near future across the next month. A few promoting not only the ALW show, but I've got some interviews that Hart just wants me to get into, so I'm going to try and do some stuff for him also, put some more spotlight on independent wrestling. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, go ahead and follow me on socials and subscribe to our Patreon. It would be greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you.
And tell us where to find you and what you got going on down there.
Yeah. Okay. So you can follow me on social media. My Twitch is Cottage Cove. I'm trying to debate if I want to keep it or not. But I do plan on doing a watch along of Scarlett and Shotzi's haunted YouTube channel. They go to haunted houses.
We'll start doing that on we'll add that to our thing too, yeah.
And I've been trying to figure out how to do them. That is something that I want to be doing my reactions. My buddy is their camera guy, so he's been asking me if I could do some reactions, and I want to because I love that shit. That is my jam. So as of right now, I'm trying to figure out how to do it on TikTok. So, but yeah, that's what's coming up for me.
Nice. That's what's up. Maybe we can. You just reminded me about TikTok going live because we can now go live on the Bodyslam TikTok, which you should all give a follow to. So if you're on TikTok, go to TikTok, go search for Bodyslam Net. We're on there. And yeah, we can go live, which I need to do that. I guess I need to download TikTok Studio before we go live on this watch along and see what we can do there too. Maybe it'll work out. But yeah, we're going to do this watch along here in a few. I hope you guys join in with us. You can find me on everything at Casshole, CASSHOOOLE, on everything. I don't have an underscore problem like somebody. But we'll be doing lots of watch-alongs. He does them for Cory's does them for pretty much every main show on TV right now. A lot of the Twitch team, the Goon Squad guys, are going to join in with you soon. I talked to them about that. We're going to do some old school wrestling watching here in a few minutes. So guys, join us on Twitch for that. You can follow it on the Bodyslam Twitch. If you're not subscribed to us, please do that. We need your help over there as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week on Podyslam, and we'll see you in a few minutes over there on the Twitch. So yeah, let's watch some old wrestling.
See you soon.
While I smoke weed and be stupid. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out, guys.